Hey, hello everybody.
Oh, I need to mute your stream. Hello!
Oh.
Gosh, I'm gonna hear
Hi,
myself.
friends.
Evening, everyone. Oh boy.
And I'm going to let you know right now that Flutter is going nowhere in the long term.
No. 2
weeks coming up where she cannot be here.
Also, and I'm
jerk.
so sorry about everyone in chat. We are late because of me. I was just talking about some stuff that I shouldn't have been watching right before the stream, and they were helping me get through it. So I apologize for that, you guys. I gotta watch lighter, happier stuff. I think before
watch lighter stuff before D&D, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Given that Ghost likes to hand us a bunch of fucking emotion bombs during.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
No, you guys are stuck with me. I'm not going anywhere. You're lucky to get a couple days break from me. But no, I'm coming. I'll be back.
Oh, Megan, very briefly, I'm not going to talk about the specific part that got me, but it was an excellent video by Philosophy Tube, Abigail Thorne. It was her video on experts, and it was just, she was talking about some of the similarities between the COVID pandemic and the AIDS crisis. And yeah, it hit me really hard. Anyway, but yeah. We are here to play some D&D.
Shiraz, Flutter's leaving. Shiraz just quits now.
I'll be back, Shiraz.
She will return.
I promise. I mean, as long as nothing really untoward goes on tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
I do currently have a dagger pressed to my throat, so...
Brucey will pop in as a vampire. Oh my goodness.
Bruce Pyre. Oh my gosh.
Bruce Pyre. Brucula.
You guys are terrible.
Oh my god.
Goodness. Gosh, how is everybody this week? I'll tell you one thing that I came home to. And it was a wonderful DM from our very own Robert the Bruce 1492, in which they shared with me something that I'm not going to share with you, and said they said to me, you need to work this into the campaign, and it was so disturbing and is going to haunt my dreams. And I believe my response to them was, first of all, yes, we do need to incorporate this into our campaign. Second of all, how dare you? So get ready for that.
Megan, find out what it is for us, please.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe. Oh my goodness.
Hack his computer, please.
I'm ready.
Oh god.
I'm ready.
Guys, oh my god.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Megan will find out, and then once she finds out what it is,
she'll lord it over us.
She will not tell you. She'll say, you know what? I'm not telling you what it is.
She will lord it over us that she knows.
Who cares about us too much?
Look,
oh, no,
Megan, I know where you live. I'm going to stop by and check your computer while you're not home.
You don't know where it is on my computer.
I bet you I could find it.
Look, you can't hide it in your porn folder.
I am coming to visit you soon too. So
I got a folder. I've got a folder labeled "Not D&D."
I am actually coming to Ghosts and Striker's house in a like a month's time, a little bit more than that, I guess. So any espionage needs to go through me right now, and the current you guys need to send me messages if I need to find anything out while I'm there.
She's just gonna sneak into my streaming space at night, just on the computer.
Right. Hey, I'm the one that's awake in the middle of the night. Y'all are like passed out. So
Yep. Well, why didn't the emote pop up? I have the Hacker Man's emote, don't I?
Wait, do you not? Hold on. I thought you did.
I thought I did too.
The stream is so scrub. Come on, man.
Did I just do it wrong?
Right. What's going on, man? How could you do
You
this?
know
to
what?
us?
It's because I don't pay for the bajillion emotes that you get for BTTV. I only have basic.
Is it? Can I use
Basic
that as a
BTTV.
write-off against my business expenses? Like,
I think you
'cause
should be able to. Like,
theoretically,
it's part of
right?
your yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't pay for it otherwise.
No,
You
I
guys.
think that's fair.
You guys
That's
are
fair. I need to pop on the music here. Chat, tell me how the volume is for the music.
Mm.
Yeah, just let me know, chat. Oh, Kzilla is here. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
It's too loud.
It's too loud. Yeah, but I don't
The thing
know
is,
if I can
Shiraz
trust
will
Shiraz.
always say it's too loud.
Look,
Yeah,
just trying
yeah,
to
that's the
drown us
thing.
out, okay?
That's the thing.
No,
That's the
stay.
thing.
Sorry. She
Okay,
said
there,
so.
Shiraz says it's
I just...
and then Vinyl pout. Shiraz is mad that we don't believe him, but then Shiraz always trolls us.
Oh my
All right,
Wasn't
folks.
there-
Well,
wasn't there
gee whiz.
fable
So
about
we
that?
we ended off the session at a really interesting time. The music is very low. Okay.
An interesting time that gave me a nightmare that evening. Thank you very much.
Did it actually?
It did. It did.
Good.
I had nightmares
Good.
about Kiona with knife
Good.
pressed to her throat. Yes. Yes.
Did my job well then.
Guys, I'm very prone to nightmares. If something
Megan.
and it can be really weird. Like I will not have to have actually thought about a thing for like years, and it will just wheedle its way into my head as some crazy nightmare I have. So the fact that he said that night, and I actually had a dream about it that night, was pretty crazy to me. Thank you, Brucey. It's a cute little thing with like a shorts outfit, and it's got like this whole drapey thing that happens on the leg.
You know what's funny? I don't know if it's funny, Flutter. I actually feel, but like
Oh, it's fine.
the worst nightmare that I ever had. Like I woke up in a full sweat, like just and my heart was pounding. I was like full panic.
What was about?
The lamest fucking thing in the world. Okay, my nightmare that I woke up drenched in sweat, heart racing, full panic mode was I was like, I don't know, in diving gear, and I was like swimming in an aquarium or something, and there was like an octopus, and I was like, oh, look at this fun little octopus, and there's probably like fish and stuff in there, and out of nowhere the octopus went onto my face, and that's when I woke up. That was my nightmare. Like,
It's so
stupidest
good.
shit ever.
No, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful little nightmare to have. I wish I had nightmares like that. It would be really cool if I had nightmares like that. My nightmares are actually bone chilling and awful a lot of times.
I don't want you to tell me about your nightmares.
No,
Your nightmares are like the stuff of horror movies.
yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
I should write them down so that I could be the director of some really good horror movies according to my nightmare. Actually,
Yeah.
I really
I can-
take the initiative.
I can have some real zinger nightmares as well. Like
Right,
jeez.
right.
I had I when I was in school, I had a nightmare that was so disturbing that I have never had a mirror in my room since.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
well, I
would
That's
like
a-
to be able to
that's a
sleep
good
tonight.
childhood thing for me.
Yeah,
I don't
so I'm
think
not
let's
I'm not
move
gonna.
past
Yeah,
this.
let's move past this. Yeah.
We have been
Um,
faffing around for like 15 minutes.
we
That's
have.
true.
been,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh,
Done the
okay.
faff.
Sorry, guys.
Not
You
that I
like
mind.
faff.
But
No, me neither.
Nothing is the best.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh.
So, our our roleplay warm-up question of the night. There was nothing behind that clearing of my throat. I just needed to clear my throat. Just say.
A warm-up question tonight.
No, I just needed to clear my throat. Excuse me. Our warm-up question of the night is: what is one thing your character has changed their mind about during this campaign? What is one thing
I
that your
already
character
have an answer.
has changed their
Fantastic.
mind about? Okay. Nice. And while you are thinking about that, let's take a look at our Winds of Chaos community engagement system that we have here. So you can use your bits to harness the Winds of Chaos to either help or hinder our heroes during this campaign. So basically, we need to put chat away so that we can focus while we're playing, but we still want you to have a role in and feel like that you have a role in, you know, engaging with the stream, engaging with the campaign, have an impact on the game world and all that stuff. And so you can use your bits to accomplish that. So for 300 bits, you can make sure that our heroes find a useful mundane item. For 400 bits, you can give a monster a minor mutation, so a little bit of a buff. For 500 bits, you can up that to a major mutation where the whatever foe our characters are facing becomes significantly more powerful. Brucey and I are working on a little bit of a project to overhaul the monster mutation system to make it a little bit more interesting for chat, for the players, and for myself. Mostly for myself and for chat. The players would rather I get rid of it entirely, probably. For 600 bits, you can compel a player character's flaw. If you check out the various discords of Cauliflumps, myself, and Flutterdye, there's a section for D&D or Winds of Chaos in there. You can look at the pinned posts in there, and there's a document that lists all the player characters' flaws. 600 bits, you can name the character, you can name which flaw that you want them to act upon, and I will force that player to make unwise decisions according to those character flaws. For 700 bits, you can grant inspiration to one player character. That is an extra reroll on the D20. And for 800 bits, you can make Flutterdye roll on the Wild Magic Surge table. Flutter's character, Kiona, is a wild magic sorcerer. And that means that she's not entirely in control of her magical faculties, and every now and then she's got to roll on a random table for a random magical effect to occur. Sometimes these effects are helpful, sometimes these effects are harmful. Those are some beefy slippers, right on.
Those were nice looking. I bet you they're comfy.
Always
keep my feet warm.
Always those random magical effects are interesting and make for
as of
some
last
fantastic
episode, I made 30 people within my radius disappear, like go invisible, and also turned into a Goliath at the same moment.
Cause panic in the town. Yeah, and there is that part that Brucey just mentioned as well. Is that anytime Kiona rolls a number ending in 0 on that Wild Magic Surge table, she also changes her character race. So she will actually sort of shapeshift a little bit and assume a new form. And that race change table was made by Robert the Bruce 1492. So thank you, Brucey, for that.
Thank you, Brucey.
And finally, subscribers to this channel can create their own custom NPC or magic item of appropriate level to appear in the campaign. And in fact, some of these custom magic items and custom NPCs have become integral parts of our campaign and our lore. And in fact, the driving conflict that we're opening this session with includes some NPCs that were created by subscribers and the use of a certain magic item created by Snozberries.
I was so thrilled when I would get to use it and it would actually work, because we have yet to throw it at a thing and make it actually work. So even though it probably fucked me in the end, that's fine.
Brucey, your name doesn't come up often enough. You are.
I was about to say anything.
For real though.
You are one of the easily one of the top contributors to the world building and all the NPCs and things like that, man.
Right. This is as much Brucey's campaign, I feel like,
you later.
as it is ours.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, with that said, that's how you can use your bits to influence the campaign during the stream.
I love it when you do, despite appearances sometimes.
All right, and so our role play warm up question. Oh, and I need to say, so first of all, I keep on forgetting to do this, but thank you so much to Vinyl Stencil for helping organize those redeems. So Vinyl basically maintains a DM thread with me on Discord. So whenever you redeem your bits for this sort of thing, Vinyl is the one who lets me know what the redeem is and what redeems we have on the board. And we have a special list on mobile that Vinyl and I maintain. And as of right now, on that mobile list, we have completed 69 redeems, which is very nice.
Nice. That's awful. We're such juveniles. I love it.
I know. We're such children. Oh my goodness.
I love that Pride Hay so much because I use it almost exclusively for 69 references.
Yeah.
It's way too good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Shiraz, thank you for the 3 hundo to make it 70. Right away. All right, you had fun with your 69. It's 70 now. Shiraz, let Vinyl know what the party finds.
Okay.
All right. So our roleplay warm-up question was, what is one thing your character has changed their mind about over the course of this campaign? Pardon me if I'm a little bit yawny today. It was my first day with the students back at school, and man, the energy I expended today was, just keeping up with those gaffers.
No kidding.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine. I'm so glad I didn't actually go into teaching like I thought I would.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I will say that. All right.
Oh my god.
So yeah, if I'm a little bit yawny, if I'm a little bit loopy, if I need things repeated to me a couple of times, that's why. I was ready for bed at about 12:30 this afternoon.
Oh no!
Oh man, rough
Man,
day.
that's gonna be me next week.
All right, what's one thing that your character changed their mind about?
Okay, so this is a relevant thing to actually this last episode because I know that there were certain people in chat that were really offended that Kiona threatened the baby. And so the question just happens to work really well for that because prior to all of the happenings of this campaign, Kiona was looking forward to getting engaged and married to this guy on her farm and, developing their life from there on out. And she wanted children so badly at that point in time because she wanted to have this whole utopian farm life thing going on. And since the wild magic, she has decided that it is not gonna be a child-filled world for her. She does not want children anymore. That is the thing that she has way turned around and made a different decision about. And it didn't really even occur to me until I threatened that baby. Well, it might have occurred to me before that, but the threatening of the baby just cemented that for me. Nope. Kiona wants nothing to do with kids now. So yeah, Just because she threatened one baby. No, because my wild magic could kill any baby that I potentially have within seconds of having it, probably.
It's actually a really good point.
I was actually responding to the idea that chat was upset at you for threatening the baby. Chat gets so upset just because you threatened one baby.
Clearly, we all know well enough that Kiona would never actually harm a baby. If she had, faculty in that, she would not do it. So that's a thing. But she just reached for it in a time of, I need this person to cooperate with me, and that's the way to get her to do it. So that's So she clearly, that is an empty threat if ever there was one.
Yeah. So,
Well, yeah, I
it's
mean,
so
that's
funny
why
that because
you
this
won't
is,
have kids.
you guys are honestly one of the least murder hobo-y groups that I've ever
I
run.
usually play a really
But-
big murder hobo.
We
you-
kill our
yeah.
enemies by talking them to death.
That's
Yeah.
true. We have done that.
Yeah, but you guys still have your moments. You got, actual cannibal Foodle Sheppin.
One time.
It's
got
been more
the-
than one
the
time,
baby.
my friend.
You got the baby threatener over here.
I think
You gotta
Monster
do what
might
you gotta
be
do
so
when the
interesting.
And
situation
just
arises.
Mazra, just by your just Mazra.
And Mazra,
No,
the actual
Mazra-
evil aligned character, has
Right.
so far not done anything psycho.
Except eat Kiona's horses.
There
Inner-
was that
Come on.
small incident. Yeah.
Mazra was not entirely in control of her faculties
That's
I
at
true.
that
realized
particular
that.
moment.
I'm just saying.
Whereas Foodle and Kiona both were.
Foodle even had like a rational thought for why he should threaten to eat people.
Oh yeah.
It's like that was not only premeditated, that was like a strategic plan.
And then he repeated it, the threat. during
And then
the
he
battle.
decided to do it again.
Yeah. While fighting Greco.
Shiraz and Mazra eat more things. I find it interesting that Shiraz is able to twist any of Mazra's character flaws into eating something.
Nothing.
Gross has given her an unnatural hunger.
Yeah.
That's right. It should become one of your flaws. I feel like that might actually be a flaw you should have now because
this
it's been
point?
worked in so many
Oh,
times.
Yeah, you know it's wrong, but every time you look at a horse, you're like you remember
Oh
how
my
the last
God.
horse tasted.
There would never be a future for Mazra and Kiona if that was the case.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh god. That's not good.
Oh my god, you guys.
Mazra. What's one thing that Mazra's changed her mind about?
Okay, I was gonna pick something like stupid, like that she doesn't think everyone in the caravan's an idiot anymore, but I'll do something actually interesting. So, one of the things she's changed her mind about is she no longer necessarily thinks that like she needs all the money in the world. So now that she has access to money, I think she's of a more of a mindset that like she only needs as much as she needs, and as much as she needs is not piles on piles of gold.
Nice.
Interesting. Nice. Okay. I'm noticing a lot of change in Mazra. Like Mazra is like the same
Right?
the same person that she always was at the core, but I think we're gonna end up with like a
Development.
Mother Teresa Mazra at level 20.
I already told you that's never happening. She will still shank you and doesn't care about your family.
But this time she'll shank you and then, buy your orphans a house or something.
Maybe.
Just
All
loaded.
right. What's something Foodle's changed his mind about?
Honestly, the funny thing about Foodle is he's changed his mind on a lot of things because he came into this campaign as like a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, like didn't know anything about the world person. So the hardest part
that's
for
really
me is,
different
like,
now.
Spoiled him. We made him cheated.
He has learned so much about the world. Like, he's still trying to figure out Mazra and Kiona because he thought he knew, but now he's like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, but like, I think one of the things, and I know I have mentioned this before, but I think this is possibly the biggest way that Foodle's changed. I mean, his understanding and relationship with Kiona and Mazra and Goldrill have all changed and evolved over time. And that sort of thing. But like, I think his idealism and his belief that things will always get better has definitely been damaged. Like on that mountaintop, like he's always believed that they can do anything. And, you know, if they put their minds to it and they try their best, they will succeed. And that was not the case on that mountaintop. You know, in last fight with Goldrill and the whole
dragon.
group.
Yeah.
And it's definitely shaken him. I mean, he still is very much convinced that they can do a lot of things, but like it's chipping away at it basically.
Sure, that makes sense.
He's got a little bit of doubt now.
His unwavering faith in the universe has been shaken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excellent. I really like that. I think there's I saw this question, and I feel like I saw this question before, and I said no, that's not a good question for us. Must have been earlier in the campaign, but I think like these characters have changed so much over the course of these six levels, 35 sessions. So I'm really interested in the trajectory they're going.
Right. I still don't even have a clue. Like, Kiona is floundering around like, whoa, I've no idea where she's going to end up at the end of this. Probably dead, honestly, but...
Monka Essling at the next time Ghost puts a hint of her past in front of her tantalizingly.
It's like his favorite thing to do. And rest assured, I'm gonna go away for 2 weeks and come back to him just assaulting me for being gone. Like that.
It's my job. It's my job.
That's true.
Oh my god. I do love you guys though. This has been so much fun the whole time.
Seriously. My favorite game.
And speaking of trajectories that characters are headed in, let's find out which trajectory Fiona is headed in.
Fiona found her real dice, you guys. There they are.
As we find ourselves. So last time we left off, Fiona was in a bit of a pickle, eh?
A bit.
So you arrived in the city of Lysantia, the capital of the kingdom of Cormantia, and you were asked while lovely. That's so that is your, so we got to stop and talk about that. So your real life friend, an individual by the name of Devin Rue, is one of the major sort of official art creators for Critical Role. Wow. So this is actually like a friend of yours from. I
love her to death, and she's so much fun.
From before she was famous in the D&D community.
Wow.
I've known her since right before I had my first son, so it's been more than 12 years. 12 and a half, 13.
That's really cool, eh?
Yeah. I love her, and I knew from the minute I met her, she's so cool. But she made
the same person who does all the maps and stuff for the Critical Role campaigns.
It's my little dice box, and I can roll dice
so
in
beautiful.
it, and it's so nice.
I love that.
Sorry, but I did not mean to interrupt with that little whole thing.
No.
We
gotta plug Devin and your celebrity connection.
I do. I have a celebrity connection. It's so amazing, and I'm so no, dude. She told me when she was doing the wild, God, what was the
Wild
book
Mount?
that they released?
Wild
Yes.
Mount?
Yeah, when she was doing the book for that, before she could tell anybody she was doing it, she told me about it, and she was like, "I just had this really big project. I know you won't say anything. It's a D&D thing," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" So I was so happy for her to get that job. Like, that was amazing. So I'm really happy to see that she does some really cool stuff for people that are known. Yeah.
Oh, she does commissions for Wizards of the Coast now. So she's
been mentioned by Will Wheaton, y'all. Will Wheaton has plugged her shit. So like,
so she's doing official D&D stuff now. That's amazing.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
So you arrived in Lysantia, the capital of the Kingdom of Cormantia. Whereupon Undrelor and Mayor Roundtree were going to have an audience with the king, King Seamus, to acquire permission for the caravan to come and move into the city and sort of take up residence in there for a while, right? For a time to sort of resupply, trade, recover themselves after their long journey over the mountains, and wait for sort of warmer, more hospitable weather to move on, to find their new home. While the leaders of your caravan were waiting for their audience with the king to happen, they asked you to head out into the town, sort of do your thing, do your shopping. Also check the place out, see what kind of threats existed in Lysantia. Things that residents of the caravan might need to know about. Might need to watch out for as they settle in, because you're all but simple country folk and have been refugees for a couple of years now, and they may not know all the various threats and dangers that await them in the big city. And so in exploring, you found out about a gang of thieves who have been extorting and robbing local merchants in Lysantia, especially in the area of, what do we call that? Swallows Lane or something like that?
Swallows Lane and
Swallows Lane.
Yeah. And the larger area is Duskway. The Duskway.
Duskway, yeah. The Duskway is sort of the quarter of the city that Swallows Lane is in. And so so the Duskway in general, Swallows Lane in particular, they're sort of been hitting businesses here. As you were investigating the nefarious goings on in and around Swallows Lane, you saw a familiar individual who matched the approximate description of one of the leaders of this gang walk into a bakery. It was none other than Tinkerbell, the pirate wizard whom you had encountered all the way back in like session 3.
Who we didn't recognize until we were in the next part of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We didn't realize who it was.
And so Mazur and Kiona entered the bakery in magical disguise, and tried to get the attention of the people who were in the back room, causing a commotion. And out of the back room walked none other than Greco Findlebeak. Foodle waited outside and chatted up a kid who was very frank.
He is chatting up a kid outside. Well, because Kiona told him to stay out there and make sure the horses stay safe, because Kiona will be pissed if she loses one of her horses to the local rabble.
Meanwhile, Kiona snuck into the back room where it seemed like they were holding
This is where the wild magic surges that you folks pay for come into play, because had that one happened, this would have all gone down a whole different way.
Yep. Absolutely. What was the wild magic surge again?
It made me specifically invisible. Funny that both the invisibility things happened the last session. But
yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so Kiona was rendered invisible. She used that as an opportunity to sneak into the back room where you believe that Greco and Tinkerbell were holding the bakers hostage. You found 3 individuals tied up in the back room with Tinkerbell. You successfully put the magical ball gag, the everlasting gobstopper, onto Tinkerbell. So Tinkerbell is currently unable to cast any spells with a verbal component. And you proceeded to untie Tinkerbell's hostages, only for them to turn around and hold a knife to your throat. And it's just at that moment where the realization dawned that you may have had the situation reversed a little bit.
I have assessed things a little bit wrong, probably, in this moment in time.
And it was probably, in fact, the people who are tied up who are the threat.
Right.
Not as much Greco and Tinkerbell. And so with that, I'm gonna need to make sure I need to play with my settings a little bit. Let's go up to the Roll20. Let's turn off the Winds of Chaos thing, and let's move you down.
I've gotta ask.
Yeah.
With my Tides of Chaos, could I influence an initiative roll?
Yes, you can.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to
what
make
does it
sure
what
I
does
knew
it say
that.
specifically?
It says,
Does it
starting
say
at first level, you
specifically?
can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. It would be an attack roll. I would be attacking.
Well, initiative is not an attack roll.
Yeah, okay, all right. So no, then it doesn't. It doesn't. I can't use that. And I
don't
can't
think
use my
initiative
fucking
is
bend
an
luck on
ability
myself, can I? You guys.
Yeah, initiative is Brucey, is initiative a skill check technically, because that is an ability check.
It is a skill check, he says.
Okay.
They say. Sorry, Brucey.
Okay.
So then yes. Yeah.
I'll allow it then.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh,
So I'll roll it without that first, but if it happens to be,
Okay.
because it says I can do it.
So we got, just to give you a little bit of a tour here, we've got Foodle down at the well. Why is that click so fast on here? But on my
Can I do
phones?
it?
Jeez.
Can I do it after the roll?
I don't know. Depends on
Hold
what it
on.
says.
Here. Let me put this out there, you guys.
Okay, so we have Foodle over here. We have Greco and Mazra, disguised Mazra, up here, and Greco is showing off some of the baked goods, and Mazra's a discerning customer. And then we have back here, we've got Tinkerbell, we've got Kiona.
I can't. It's an advantage. I need to gain an advantage.
And then we have 1, 2,
No.
3 evildoers. And there's where we find ourselves.
Does it though? I don't think it says that, Striker. That's
What
been
does it say? It says something, you have the ability to twist fate using Mirage Magic when another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a save it. So when another creature you can see makes an attack
I think
roll,
you're
an
looking
ability
at
check, or a
banned
save
luck.
throw. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oh,
That's not, no,
I needed to
I linked
scroll down a
Tides
bit.
of Chaos, not Ben Luck. Ben Luck
Yeah, I
I
think-
can't use on myself. I think we have established that because it's a
Yeah.
creature I can see.
Yeah, I think
That doesn't
Tides of
count
Chaos,
me,
it doesn't
right?
specify.
Tides of Chaos does not specify. No, I would love to
All
Ben
right.
Luck,
If
but I
it's
don't
a
think I can
creature you
use
can
that on me.
see, all you need is a mirror.
Can I hold out a hand and be like, I can see me and use Ben Luck on myself? Like,
This
is
is
that-
why we have
Right,
DM
that's what I
stuff.
thought. Like, I'd have
no,
to be
because
able-
it says another creature.
another creature. Yeah, that's what I thought was the key word there. So
Yeah.
Tides of
can
Chaos,
use Tides of
though,
Chaos
I have
on
to use
yourself.
that before I roll. Because I can do an advantage roll, essentially, is what it says.
Yeah.
Well, I can do that too sometimes after I roll. I think this is where Ghost makes a ruling.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't specify as far as I can see.
I just need to know before my first move here, because I really
Right. Oh,
need to
yeah.
know what this is.
Yeah, I think because you're giving yourself advantage. You're not
Before
giving
the
yourself
roll
a
is done.
reroll.
Okay, Brucey,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. You're giving yourself
okay.
advantage.
But I
You're not giving
can,
yourself a reroll. So.
but I can use it on an initiative roll then, according to what you said, because that's an ability check.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I will have to roll on the search table, but at this point, I've got a knife to my throat. So really, I feel like it's...
Yeah.
Like, what can it do to me right now?
Okay.
It might kill a baby. Hopefully not. I don't know. It's the first thing when somebody puts a knife to your throat that you do, okay?
Let's add some turns to these guys. Okay.
Right, exactly. Brucey.
So
okay,
I would like. I'm gonna remove Foodle from the initiative order here. Yeah, I would like you to do an initiative roll.
All right. Oh, I did that with advantage, but it didn't roll the advantage, so.
So just roll it
Maybe
again.
not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just roll it again. All right. God, please do better than that. Well, okay. Oh,
15.
I didn't click my dude.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My dude's not on the thing. I'm sorry. This one doesn't count. There we go.
Oof. Ouch. Ouch, Tinkerbell. Okay. So she rolled the 9, and then we have 15,
15 in there.
9,
Who was 18?
and 18. That's me.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. All right. I didn't fail it. It's
What
good.
are you doing? What are you doing?
That was the wild magic surge. You were inevitably going to make me do for doing the.
No. That's not. No. That's not what it says. You get to use it.
No. I mean, that's the thing that would roll a wild magic surge if it failed. That's what that is. Sorry,
Okay.
I rolled the wrong thing the first time.
Okay.
It's the 4.
Gotcha. All right. And then we'll put. All right. And we'll put Greco and Mazda and Foodle in the initiative order if and when they engage in combat. Okay. So we're gonna start with the half elf down here, who is the sort of the ringleader of the gang. She's gonna attempt to grapple while you have an ongoing grapple against you by this guy. Ongoing grapple against Kiona. This one's gonna attempt to grapple Tinkerbell. There you go. And Tinkerbell will oppose with her dexterity. All right, she manages. So as soon as this this half elven woman sort of reaches in to grab her, Tinkerbell kind of squirms and wrenches herself free. Kiona, you're up.
Okay, so I would like to. Is this possible, GM? Reach up, grab the ball gag from Tinkerbell's face, and also grab the wrist that holds the dagger at the same time. That can be like a reaction move or
Sorry,
whatever.
She wants to grab what?
I want to grab the ball gag on Tinkerbell's face, like yoink,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and hold on to the dude guy. But can I do that as like a bonus action? Can I just put both hands up and like there, like that?
So she
Like,
wants
hold
to
on.
grab onto the guy who's holding on to her?
Yes, to specifically his arm that has the knife in it. It could be this
Okay.
way, it could be this way, whatever the way is,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, you'll just be holding onto that arm. You won't be doing anything.
No, that's wait, is that an action? Is that a complete action?
If you try to do something with that, if you're like, I'm going to grab his arm and try to flip him over my shoulder, that would be a complete action. If you're just grabbing onto his arm,
Right.
then that doesn't need to count as an action.
Okay. So here's where the complex thing comes in for you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab his arm.
Yeah.
I'm going to release the spell that makes me a half elf, so that I grow to be a Goliath size.
Okay. And that's a concentration. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So I think I think you get let go of concentration as a free action. Okay. Well, he's grappling you. Do you want to? Are you trying to maintain the grapple?
I'm trying to. I mean, I'll hold on to his. The whole purpose of doing this is to make sure that the knife doesn't go into my throat as I get bigger. Like that's really.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
For me, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I would like to release Tinkerbell at the same time if that's okay, but if not, I'll do it next turn. It's fine.
Okay. So here's what you can do. You're under a situation of duress, so you can't just release Tinkerbell from it.
Okay.
But you can use your action as a help action for Tinkerbell to give her advantage to remove the gag.
Okay. Okay. All right. So okay. I will try to make an indication from her. Like, obviously, the knife goes into Kiona's throat. Her eyes widen. She's looking right at Tinkerbell when this happens. And you see the realization in Kiona. Like, Tinkerbell sees the realization in Kiona's face that she made the wrong judgment call in this moment in time.
Yeah.
And so Kiona, like just gets her hand up inside of there and like turns into a Goliath, but is like trying to help with that. You can see that she's trying to pull at the thing to help her out with that. And is that all I can do right then? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's a full action. So you're basically giving your action up to give Tinkerbell advantage.
Give Tinkerbell that. Okay, all right, cool. I will do that because I know that she's going to be an ally I need in this fight.
Okay. So this guy right here sees that you are going to do that, and is also going to reach out to stop you because he kind of recognizes that she's gagged right now and she's a wizard. Need to stop that. So he's going to reach out. But you're now in your Goliath form. So this guy is going to grapple you. He has advantage because you're already being grappled by his partner. But you get to resist with either strength or dexterity, and I'm gonna guess in your full Goliath form you have quite a strength bonus. I can't hear you, you're muted.
I'm sorry, Brucey, the thing in the Goliath does not say that I have a strength bonus. It says proficiency in the athletic skill. When you take damage, roll a d12 and add your con modifier, reduce damage by that total. Once per short rest, you have resistance to cold damage. So I don't think that's strength.
Well, you get so his attempt to stop you from reaching for the gag is a 19. You can resist that with either a strength roll or a dexterity roll.
Well, I think Dex is my strongest thing. Is that a saving throw or just a straight Dex?
Just a straight ability check. Now, your strength score increases by 2 as a Goliath.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that with an advantage.
So you do get an extra +1 on your strength. You didn't. Okay.
Oh, so 19. So I matched his thing?
You matched it. Yeah. Yep.
That's a success?
Yep. Okay. And the guy grappling you, he is going to... he panics and he's going to attempt to make a stab on you. So he's going to roll... 10. Probably doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
No, in all the confusion and the tangle of limbs, he tries to...
And the fact that she's like 2 feet taller than she was before and bulked out a bit.
Yeah. All right.
I was hoping for a little wow factor in the, like, maybe it stuns them into, like, oh shit, there's Goliath here all of a sudden.
Okay. I want you, Flutter, to roll an insight check. Roll an insight check right now. Okay. All right.
Son of a bitch. I just don't even.
All right. So poor
Flutter, sorry, Kiona made a bad decision. She ball gagged our magical friend, who she might have had a bad encounter with previously.
Magical enemy,
would like her.
magical enemy who you didn't realize isn't actually your enemy right now.
No, right. And then release the people without thinking about the situation before she did so.
Yeah.
Because her assumption was the people that are tied up are the ones that are victims right now. So
yeah. Yeah. So
to be fair with these people, that's not a bad assumption to make.
Oh,
like,
Fuda
that's
would've
what I
done
was
the same
thinking.
thing.
Right, exactly. I knew Tinkerbell and the captain had, like, different, like, they were potentially the type of people that take advantage of people.
Yep.
So they were threatening them. That's what the thing was. These people in the back here threatening.
Okay. So Tinkerbell kind of makes a little like makes a little bit of like attempting to signal you for something. You can't make out what it is because Tinkerbell actually has pretty bad charisma and made a pretty bad roll, and then you made a pretty bad roll as well. So she tried to signal something to you, and it went disastrously. It didn't just go. It not only didn't succeed, it went disastrously. So she tries to warn you that she was about to cast the one spell in her repertoire that she has that does not have a verbal component, which is Thunderclap. And I'll read to you what Thunderclap does.
Tinkerbell, do it! I will take the damage.
So,
do it!
As you are wizard with low charisma, and it's been established that Tinkerbell has some wicked RBF, so we're gonna count that towards her negative charisma.
So good, we are not the big. I would get along with Fiddlebink, but not Tinkerbell necessarily. So the two of us together are just like not really. No, it makes sense.
Listen, like Tinkerbell, she's just misunderstood.
I'm not saying that I don't think I feel like I could like her. I just feel like that initially the two of us will clash really hard because we don't understand each other. That's all I'm saying.
So, it only has somatic components. So Tinkerbell, with her hands behind her back, flashes some arcane hand gestures that nobody else can quite catch on to. Yes, wizard is intelligence, Megan. And basically, all of a sudden, there's this concussive blast of air that emanates off of her. There's this burst. It's like Foodle's musket went off right next to your head. It's just this massive loud clap. The concussive blast of this sends like flour spraying up everywhere in the back of the bakery. The air is like full of flour dust.
Oh my god, that's a whole thing.
Yeah. You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. So, Greco, Mazra, and Foodle all just hear this boom. The whole bakery shakes. Each creature within range, which is so every creature that is standing next to Tinkerbell must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 2d6 damage. Now, hold on though. That's amazing that did you roll a Constitution save twice? I can't hear you. You're muted.
You're muted.
I clicked twice by accident. No, it's the first one only. I did not.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You had to roll at disadvantage, which is fine. But we'll be taking the 9 anyway. So you take 2d6 thunder damage, and so does this person and this person, and basically these two. I'm gonna make a ruling as well. Like thunderclap, you're standing right there. I'm gonna modify the spell a little bit. It actually forces them back a space, and it forces you back a space as well.
So I squished the guy between me and the counter?
Yeah, so he is actually going to make a dexterity save. I'll say that's a pass. He manages to sort of let you go, and he sort of falls back against the counter but lets you go so he doesn't get squished. But you're no longer grappled. All right.
Okay.
And Tinkerbell, just after this boss move, just like as you do it, she grabbed the gag, and she just rips it off of her face after doing this, and almost uses the concussive force of pushing you back to leave her and pull it off.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Foodle would like to roll initiative. Not that he knows that's a thing.
Foodle,
but he's getting his musket out.
Foodle, Greco, and Mazra roll initiative.
Okay, here we go.
So Greco had pretty high initiative. Do I have a stat block in Roll20 for Greco? No, I don't.
I've already rolled for Foodle, so this is just to get a number on the token.
He's also leveled up, so let's go.
Well, it's a good thing that wasn't your roll, Foodle, because...
Yeah, I think I just failed that, and I actually rolled a 19 plus 4, which is a 20.
Nice! Fantastic.
I'll take it.
Oh,
a little bit better.
So
that's great.
You guys are at the top of the order.
Good. I'm still at the bottom of us, though. It caught me off guard that the people I freed turned against me. God damn it!
All right. Well, Foodle, you're up.
Okay, so Foodle heard an explosion from back here, and he can presumably see these doors here?
Those are windows.
These doors or windows?
They've got to be
These are windows.
Yeah.
Oh, these are windows. This is a door, though.
This is the door, yeah.
Okay, so that's where I saw my friends enter.
Isn't that like a basement?
I'm trying to think what Foodle would do.
What is?
Where they... Oh, no, never mind. I got confused.
Yeah, so this is like the back room.
Oh, okay.
And then this is this is like a little recessed like storage kind of area.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Great. That's where all the flour and stuff is kept, because they're a bakery.
Yeah, in that case, I mean, Foodle wouldn't really know where the sound came from, so he's gonna rush into the front door. So 5, 15, 12. Hold on.
That front door is two squares wide.
15, 20, 25, something like that.
Yeah.
So he's busting through the front door. He sees Mazra standing there next to Greco, and not really knowing anything.
He hates Greco.
This fucking bastard, and he's going to fire a musket shot at Greco.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. It's a disaster.
During this encounter,
This is so
it's a disaster.
Oh no, that's a 19 to hit. Fuck's sake.
Oh my god. Oh, I was really hoping on his help. Oh no.
Worse
That's
than
a hit.
that.
That's a hit.
God. Worse than that, he's going
You're-
to try to knock Greco to his feet, so he's gonna try to shoot him in the knee.
Okay.
Poor
So he's
Greco.
using
God.
his like trip attack or whatever it is.
Yeah,
right?
which hold on, I need to
Yeah.
pull this up.
Brucey's
really
gonna hate
quickly.
you forever if you kill Greco.
I
was like, the only thing going into this encounter that's good, and I was telling the Flutterhubs this, was that Foodle is still outside and has not seen Greco yet. So we might have control of the situation before it goes to that.
Okay, so I add it
Here
to
we
the
go.
damage roll. Oh god. Alright, great. Where's my D12? Okay. So it hits. So that is a 9 plus 4, so that's 13 plus 2, so 15 damage. And if the target is large or
Jeez.
smaller, it must make a strength saving throw.
She had
Oh
15
my
damage.
god, please don't kill Greco.
15
I
damage.
really
Poodle
need you to
consistently
not
does
actually
large
kill this
more
guy.
or
damage
smaller
than-
I
need to
really
make a
would
strength saving
appreciate
throw.
that.
Against what's the DC?
This is
Greco
15.
Greco was he was more of a rogue, so okay. Oh, he botched it. He botched it. Oh no.
I'm so sorry, chat. This is what Fool would do.
So Greco is literally like holding out a cake to show Mazra. He's like holding a cake in his hand, and then Foodle just pops in, and there's a moment where they make eye contact in utter bewilderment, and then bam, right through his thigh, and Greco is just like, "What the fool?"
Because poor Greco is looking at a disguised Mazra and never saw Kiona either, so he
Yeah,
has
he's
no
like, what
idea
the
what the
fuck?
fuck is happening.
So, as
Oh
Fool's
my
bonus action reloading his musket, he's gonna say, I told you to find a different line of work! And that's his turn. He's furious.
Oh my god, it's such a train wreck! It's such a train wreck, I'm sorry! Oh god!
This is so bad.
All right.
Superiority dice down.
This is all because of that
Mazra.
Wild Magic Surge last time. I don't know who was responsible for that one, but I'm just gonna say this would have not gone down like this if not
Oh
for
my
that.
goodness.
Wasn't it one?
I think it was one. One is
one
always the
wonton.
one that has the ones
One
that are bad.
wonton. Oh my goodness. One wonton. You are the author of this disaster. If you're listening to this right now, oh my goodness.
Right, it was one.
Oh no.
Mazra.
Well, I think she'll be somewhat shocked by that. So, okay, hang on a minute. I'm just checking something really quick.
No kidding. Bang! Poodle coming in and banging again. Like, let's just.
Okay, never mind. I was checking to see if her spell was concentration. It's not. So,
Okay.
she will, of course, like, give a jump. Does she get covered in cake as it goes flying?
Yes.
Okay, she's been caked.
I would offer you to use your bonus action to like catch the cake, but
Oh god, that's beautiful. I would love
Look,
that.
I don't
This is
know
too
I don't
funny.
know
I'm
how
gonna
I don't know
allow
how
it.
much you
Do
care
it.
about
Do
it.
it.
Are you actually trying to catch the cake?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. But
Okay.
so she'll just like, as she sees Greco like falling on the floor, and she just look. What did Foodle yell?
I told
I
you
told
to
you
find another line of work.
Yeah, she just like turns her head and she's like, she's just like, God damn it, Foodle!
Neither of them know what actually is happening right now. Because
And
Mazra and Greco would probably be able to put it together that the bang came from the back.
right. So I think what
Foodle
she'll
has
do.
no idea.
I think what she'll do is instead of just screaming at him like "God damn it, Foodle," I think she'll kind of like point that way and say, "Kiona's in trouble. Go help her." Like as her thing, and then because she doesn't want Greco like bleeding out on the freaking floor or whatever, she is going to try and help him.
This is why I love Mazra.
Well, they need him, right? Like,
she's so practical. No, it's great.
Right. But yeah, she'll first shout at Foodle that Kiona's in trouble, go help her, and then she'll try to do this thing, however that works. So Greco will see this human man, this random human man, like covered in cake. Like, although if she gets close enough, he might be able to tell. Like, he might be able to see through the illusion. But so she'll do that and try and put her hands on him to try and heal his wound. I've never. Let's see. So she can only do 5 hit points. Wait, what? Yeah, I think she can do 5.
Equal to your paladin level times 5. So 5, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can't do math, chat. Sorry. Anyway, okay.
What's your paladin level?
I'm losing it. It's 1.
Okay.
So anyway, so she's gonna heal Max if she can.
Okay, so 5 HP.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, and so she's trying to help his wound basically, so that he's not like bleeding out on the floor.
And so you're tapped into like this whole spirit of fire, like the Firebringers. Like what does it look like when you use your heal of hand?
So
lay on hands ability.
Because she as normal is pissed off all the time, and she's been shocked, and now she's just like Foodle, and then so this like deep, abiding, horrible anger starts to well up inside of her because she's frustrated. But then she just takes a minute and she just tries to find 2 seconds in her brain to, like, instead of the fire just like burning out of control, she just kind of like pushes it out of her chest and like into her hands. And I guess there's probably just like a bit of a reddish kind of a glow on her hands, and she kind of puts it on him.
And so any like disbelief, any fury and anger at this little psychotic redheaded gnome that
because we all have so much
really that has
because he's too fucking sweet.
That has threatened to eat him and wrought havoc on his life, and busts into his home and business and just shoots him in the leg out of nowhere. He was not expecting, especially because Mazra and Kiona are in disguise. All of a sudden, this gnome who he left behind on the other side of the mountains on another continent just bursts through the door and shoots him. After he did find another line of work.
Oh my god.
So Greco is internalizing that statement as, I didn't mean baking. And then shoots him. Any fury that Greco is experiencing at that moment when you lay on hands on the wound in his leg melts away into utter disbelief and awe. at what he is seeing here. Mazra, that's your action. Is lay on hands an action or is it a bonus? As an action.
I assume it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay. So you have movement and bonus.
Well, I think does her bonus count as like yelling at Foodle?
No.
Okay. What?
She yelled something very simple at Foodle.
Okay.
If she spent the round berating him, then that would be a bonus action.
I think she'll try to, like, I think she's not going to try to like get him up or anything. She'll trust he can get up himself, and she'll try and move towards the door where Kiona went. Although I don't think she saw where Kiona went. But is this the door here, or is it this? Is it here?
Yeah,
because she was facing it.
This is the door.
Okay.
This is like a little serving door.
Right, like a half wall thing.
Counter,
yeah,
there's a counter, and then there's sort of this little window that they can open
window,
up and
yeah.
put trays of stuff out on the counter.
So she'll try to go, and I think Did you say she still has her bonus action?
Yep.
Okay, so she's going to dash. So there.
Just burst through the door. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's
All right. Yeah. So that took a dash, right? Okay.
Yes. So I used her action for that.
Yeah. So after being blown back, the leader of this gang, she kind of reaches down, and pulls out her short sword, and is ready to lunge at Tinkerbell. But then Mazza bursts through the door, and sort of takes up a position, kind of behind her, and so she kind of looks at like who the hell is this, and turns around and hacks at you, Mazra. So we're gonna go 13.
She has 13, so it's a match.
It's a match, so then a match goes to the attacker.
Right.
So we'll go 6 damage.
Okay, so she'll use her reaction Uncanny Dodge to have that.
Okay. So that's 3 damage then.
Okay.
And Kiona, you're up.
Okay, so that guy fell back and kind of let go. She's got rid of the thing, so okay, this is fine. I'm going to, seeing Mazra come in and dealing with that chick, turn around on the guy that I've got behind me. Can I whip the new weapon out and try to like swing it around to hit the dude behind me?
Yep.
So I'm going to use, let me see if I got it right here, the rope dart of multiplication, and I am going to use it on the dude guy behind me. Please.
Are you going to use any of its features?
Oh, there it goes. Yes, the first one. Before, I didn't see what it rolled. I wanted to use the first one.
Dagger?
Oh, yeah. I messed that up. That should have been a different roll. Son of a bitch.
What are you?
The triple dagger is this one. Listen, you roll all of the things. What did I just fucking Christ? I failed like every single one of the things that just popped up on that second roll. I'm sorry. I have disadvantage on. I have disadvantage on right now.
Okay, so you only need to make one attack roll. So we'll
Okay.
take the 17.
Okay.
And it deals 3d4 piercing damage instead of...
Oh,
yeah,
that.
it deals 3d4 piercing damage instead of the standard 1d6.
Should I just roll 3d4 then? Or do you want me to just...
Yeah, roll 3d4 and
Okay, all right.
add... What's your dexterity score?
It is 3.
Alright. So it's only adding 3 to the damage. It should be adding 4 to the damage. So roll that plus another.
Alright, then it's
it is a
12.
magical weapon. It is a magical
it's
weapon,
12.
so it's a plus
Right.
1.
Right.
So 12 damage onto this guy. Oh man. That's actually quite a bit.
I'm sorry. I'm new at this thing. I had to make a new...
No.
I have to switch between the two things. I'm talking to Striker. I had to switch between two things on my roll 20 if I want to do that thing. Sorry. It's the first time I've used it in combat, actually. So... No.
Brucey,
It's fine,
Brucey, it's
I tried
Flutter
to add it to
adding
my roll 20
math
feet
to
so
herself.
I could just click a thing, but I did it wrong. I apologize. That's my bad. Do you expect me to do my physical dice and make that math in my head while this whole thing is happening? I don't think so.
So you need to add on your character sheet. I'm looking at here. You need to add a +1 bonus to hit and a +1 bonus to damage for the magical +1.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. I'll work on that.
Okay. But yeah, as it is, yeah, you hit him for 12 damage. So you see as Kiona whips out this rope dagger and uses it like cracks it like a whip. There's a little bit of a flick of her wrist, and the head of the rope dagger sort of fans out into 3 dagger blades and whips back on this poor guy and cuts him as he's, he landed on the counter, and then he goes like, oh, and he tries to roll off the other side, and it tags him, scores him along the back quite badly as he's rolling over. This dude up top, he rushes in at Tinkerbell and lunges at her with his short sword. So, did I do for the other guys? Yeah, +4 to hit. Oh, and he botched it. So, because Tinkerbell's having some real hero moments here, he kind of lunges at her and stabs at her, and she turns, and so that he lunges like through under her arm, and then she'll grab his wrist and just pop him in the nose with her elbow and force him to drop the short sword. So he's now disarmed. Greco gets up. That's his. It costs like what? What does it cost to get up
Half
from
his
prone? Your
movement.
whole half his movement. Okay.
Yeah.
So and he's gonna dash. So he's still got 30 feet of movement left to go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's booking it. You see him, Foodle. You see Greco get up. And just start booking it for the service counter in the window there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh my god!
you get the impression that Greco doesn't have time to deal with you right now.
Greco doesn't give a fuck about you right now.
This dude gets back up, kind of like gets back up over the counter, and just it hurts. And he pulls out his dagger, flips it so that he's got this sort of overhand stabbing motion, and makes a stab for Kiona. Rolls a
Oh.
7.
Shield. Easily.
You don't. Well, you don't need to shield.
Oh,
Because
it doesn't even hit because I didn't need it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
Son of a bitch. Sorry.
No flutter.
It's so hard to click things on this sheet trying to just close a little thing, and it clicks the thing you didn't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna share.
That's
way
okay,
more than
that's
you
okay.
think I am,
I've done that so
That's
many
okay.
times. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. I just need to take a minute and look at Tinkerbell. See what she has. So it's been a while.
That
since
shield
I-
spell,
Whoop.
I'm gonna get rid of
That's
it,
not-
you guys. It
that's
has
not
yet
what
to
I-
come in handy to me.
I was gonna say that's the one spell I do remember her casting at Foodle.
I have it.
Yeah.
It's never been useful ever.
Can you use this to? No, you can't use it for that purpose. Yeah, so she's gonna turn around. She's gonna turn around at this guy who she just popped and kind of extend one finger and turn and look over her shoulder and point it at this guy's face and speak the incantation, and she's going to cast Firebolt at him.
Did she get that thing off her mouth?
Yeah,
She did.
she did last turn.
And she is going to cast it. She gets 2d10. So
Fiona is thoroughly happy.
did I post that in chat? No, Ray of Frost. I somehow did Ray of Frost again. What the? I can't use Roll20 either. Apparently.
See? It's not just me,
Apparently
you
I
guys.
can't either. All right, there we go.
Ghost, Brucey
So
wants you to
rolled
zoom in a bit.
1d10. Yes, I will do that in a second. So that's 2d10. Okay. I'm looking at the preview on that. Here we go. That should be good right there.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Brucey. So 10 damage to this guy. At exactly average damage. Foodle's up. Maz is on deck.
My question for you, Ghost, is this door open?
Which, this door right here?
Yeah, like when Mazra ran through it, did she leave it open? I don't know if that's a question for you and Mazra, or...
I would guess that
Is it a
Mazra would
swinging
not
door?
have taken the time
Yeah.
to close it.
She would have just
Probably not.
busted it and left it open.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we'll say
Foodle
it's open.
might have been able to see some of this. So Foodle's standing here, his line of sight is this and that's about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So he can't see anything up here and nothing down
No.
here, but he can
No.
see these two.
Yeah.
Okay. So Foodle's gonna eye Greco suspiciously, but trust Mazra, and he's going to... Oh, I gotta get this thing. Move 5, 10, 15,
You
20.
can see Kiona fighting somebody who is not
You
Tinker.
saw the wicked new weapon she's got. Go around and scratch that guy.
I know, it looked freaking dope.
Mhm.
Foodle only really saw... Foodle doesn't really know... I don't know if Foodle would have seen Mazra. Did Mazra attack this person or just run up to them?
She just ran
Just
up
run
and got attacked
Yeah.
by them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Foodle might know that this person... Okay, so Foodle
Yep.
probably assumes this is an enemy.
Yep.
So Foodle's going
Yep.
to attack this person. That's a 20. That's a
Nice.
29
Yes!
to hit.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Hey, 29. Okay.
Holy
So you get to double the damage die. What weapon are you using?
Gimbal shot. So
Gimbal
that's
shot.
a D12.
Okay.
Yeah.
This person's gonna die.
Well,
So you
hold
get
on.
to roll your
Before I
D12
They're done.
twice.
I
They've
should
been
have.
fucked
Okay, sorry.
thoroughly.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can do this because I completely forgot. I was thinking about this when I was thinking about my turn. Foodle would have cast Hunter's Mark on whoever he was going to target. Originally, I was thinking this guy because I was thinking about line of sight. But if he could see this, he would have like bonus action casted Hunter's Mark on this person.
Well, you can
before shooting.
cast you can use your bonus action before your regular action. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. All right. So D12 twice, or double whatever I roll, or how do I do that?
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a
Twice
3
and add them together.
plus 5 is 8, and then I add the plus 4 for my dexterity. Right? I don't
Okay,
double
yeah.
that. So that's a 12 plus a d6 for Hunter's Mark. Is this person at full HP?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 14 damage.
14 damage. So that is... Boop. Okay. That looked like it hurt.
Do I double my other dice or no?
No, just the weapon dice.
Right. Just the weapon dice. Okay, perfect.
Just the weapon dice. Yeah.
That's like my first
Mazur,
crit.
you're up. I think Mazur's up, right? That's it. Yeah, you did your Hunter's Mark as a bonus. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and I did my
Okay.
How bad does that person in front of me look? Like real bad or like?
Not real bad.
Okay, so she'll just.
If you were to guess, you would say that they look about 2/3 healthy.
Okay.
If you were to put a fraction on it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so she.
Sorry.
I'm sorry about what I did to the fourth wall, everybody. If your fourth wall has some cracks in it right now, I apologize.
My aversion.
That was perfect. I love it. It's good. It counts. This is how D&D goes.
She's just gonna try to stab this person with her sword. Okay.
That's a hit.
Okay. And she doesn't get anything for that extra.
Yep.
And then as a bonus, I'll have her try and dagger stab. And she doesn't get the pluses on that, so it's like the whatever that is minus whatever gets to be minus from that.
What?
Why don't I serve you a drink? Why don't I serve you a drink while you're at
like
it? You want me to fix you a snack here, or I don't have enough. Sorry, Call, you're muted.
Would like some apple slices, please.
But do you not get the dex modifier? How does that work?
Yeah, you get your dex,
so
but not your proficiency, I think.
Yeah, if you don't have double fighting, it's like a bonus action, but you don't get your pluses.
Well, you get your dexterity, but you're not your proficiency.
Right.
So that was.
So it's a base 9 plus
9 plus
3.
2 dexterity plus 1. Yeah, that's not.
She has 3 dexterity.
That's not a hit. Yeah, that's not.
She has 2 dexterity. Okay.
Yeah, she manages
like
to,
a 12
she
to hit.
manages to sort of turn and lunge out of your way.
Gotcha.
All right. So yeah,
Sorry,
no.
Wolf, I got a bit sassy there with you.
No, so that's basically.
I don't have enough to do as the DM right now.
No, that's fine. That's her action.
Sounds good. Okay. Yeah. And she oh my goodness. What does she do? She's got this guy like shot her with a gun. Which is, exists but is rare in this world. So it's like, what the hell? Like
Where the fuck did this guy come from? What?
She's gonna maneuver around and attempt a grapple. So we're gonna go not much strength. Oh, she botches it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's like the third botch I've rolled.
I love it. That's
this
so good. Thank you,
combat.
Roll20.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like somebody, I should be stopping this music right now and put on yakety sax for how well these guys are doing. Were they getting robbed by the Three Stooges or something? Mazra, she attempts to grapple you, but does so disastrously. Like what happens to her? Anything that's not damage.
No. Okay,
Anything
so what
that's not damage,
happens is she tries to grapple Mazra, and Mazra kind of like sidesteps, and then just turns around and gives her this glare that's like, "I am going to stab you in the throat in a minute."
Roll intimidation.
Okay. Just so you know, chat, I don't think I've ever successfully rolled intimidation, despite having proficiency in intimidation. Where is it? Hey, it works for the first time.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
No, she does get to resist.
If you roll like a 20, I'm gonna be mad. Okay.
Right? No kidding. That would be the moment, right? You'd be like, fuck you.
Okay. She is intimidated. She now has the fear effect on her. So she has disadvantage. She has disadvantage to attacking you, Mazra, and she can't move towards you. She can move in any direction but towards you. Excellent. Kiona. Which is I think which is fair because she like just got shot by a musket and like this other like
Right,
rando ninja fighter just appeared and
It makes narrative sense.
and then Tinkerbell has gone like, I don't know, freaking Jason Bourne here. Like she's rolling really well.
Yeah.
And people who are attacking her are rolling really poorly. So
Hey, at least it's not
Alright.
as bad as the wolf.
Yeah,
the
Fiona.
wolf time.
oh my god.
Is
I don't
the
even want to talk about that. That was the most
is-
botched encounter.
No, that
From a
wasn't
DM
bad.
perspective, I was like, oh my god, this should be such a hard encounter, but you guys are just like machine gunning them down.
Listen, we're trying really hard, you
It's
guys.
so
So,
unfair.
like, honestly, none of us know
Yeah.
what to do right now. So this is luck. All of it is pure luck.
All right, what's the word?
Kiona is going to she's going to she's gonna hypnotic pattern.
All right. Who
She
is
is
she
going
hypnotic patterning?
everybody in 30 feet of her. She's gonna do the thing, and whoever
Everybody.
it hits,
Okay, hold
it
on,
hits.
hold on. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern. All right. Must make a
It
wisdom
could be
save.
anybody, and yeah, okay.
Hold on.
And
Okay. Mazra, roll a wisdom save. So we're gonna start with.
it's got out of
Blondie down
control, and
to-
Kiona's like, no, we need to slow down a little
Oh,
bit here.
no,
So she
Mazra.
pulls out her lasso, and she just starts spinning her lasso,
Creature
and people
becomes
are like, what
charmed
the fuck are you
for the
doing?
duration. Okay, hold on. Anyone within 30 feet. Okay,
Look,
Foodle,
when
you're
it comes
just
to
outside.
Fiona, Monster
You're
is
just
already at a
outside.
disadvantage.
And
Thank God.
Flannel Soros isn't here to remind you of your gnomish cunning either.
Flannel.
So, so Mazra fails, Blondie fails. What are you rolling for?
That was my wild magic surge thing.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
The guy next to you really fails. Now she has disadvantage because she's afraid. She succeeds though. So
Nice.
down here, she succeeds.
That
So
chick
she's
is
not-
succeeds. But the other two don't. Mazra
The other
doesn't.
two don't. No.
Tink.
Creature becomes
What does Tink
charmed
do?
for the duration. While charmed by the spell, this creature is incapacitated as it has a speed of 0. Okay. All right.
So, and
Blondie
Tinkerbell?
misses his turn. Tinkerbell. Oh, yeah. Tinkerbell. Okay. She fails pretty badly.
Okay. All right. So it's me
Okay.
and the chick that's down by Mazra that are still...
you kind of like make you make eyes at her, and she like looks back at you and is a little bit afraid. Kind of like, Blondie doesn't get to move. Blondie up here doesn't get to move. Greco makes a flying leap through this service window. Wood splintering everywhere. Rolls on the floor, comes up to his knees, sees the scene before him because he had no idea what was going on back here. Right? He heard the sound. He sees the scene. He sees over here little Grulka, little Babu, half orc, quarter elf, quarter human, wailing
Baby,
on this
baby.
bench.
A little baby.
Baby. And you just see veins in Greco's face just...
Wait. Did the baby fail the save?
Oh, that's again.
Because
Okay, is the baby actually crying? Let's give the baby a -1 wisdom. Let's see. The baby made it.
Nice.
Baby made it. The baby
I
is
love
not,
it. I love
the
it.
baby is
Yes.
not affected. So the baby is crying. The baby is crying. You just see,
babies are smarter than we make them out to be. That's what's happening here.
Yeah. You just see all the muscles in Greco's face tighten up, veins just, and he yells, "Me bones!" And he picks up a huge sack of flour right here and hoists it over his head and whips it at this guy right here who is tangling with his beloved wife. And we're gonna do... That's a hit. Mike totally cut out when I yelled. Good, because I don't want that to be a blurb. That's like an improvised weapon, but it's a heavy one.
That is a heavy one.
Yeah. It hits this guy and knocks him prone. So he's kind of dazed. And it's kind of like, and just like this huge sack of flour just whams into him and he gets knocked prone. It's now this guy's turn. He's incapacitated. Tinkerbell is incapacitated. Foodle, you're up.
Okay, Foodle is going to... Oops, where's my screen? Here we go. He's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to bonus action reload Gimbal Shot. And he's going to fire once again at this person here. Oh, that is a 27 to hit.
Now, before you do that, though,
Oh, okay.
you need to roll a wisdom save because you came within range of the hypnotic pattern.
My spell. Sorry.
Right, which I do have
But-
Gnomish Cunning, though. Thank you, Brucey.
You remembered it.
So that's a 1. So thankfully I have Gnomish Cunning. Oh, God. Oh, that's a 20. Okay, well, that's the full gamut there. Okay.
How does that work?
Let's see if I can
22?
go back. Chat's just asking about Gnomish Cunning. Or not Gnomish Cunning, Hypnotic Pattern. There.
Oh yeah,
Chat
concentration up to a
Chat
minute.
can take a look, yeah.
Up to a minute. So as long as I'm doing it,
As long as you're doing it. As long as you're spending your
turns,
action each
or
turn.
10 turns.
Maintain it. No,
Yeah.
hold on. Pattern appears. No, do you need to take your action to maintain it?
Probably.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't think
Oh, look at that.
All right, so you're good.
Okay,
Foodle?
and it was a 27 to hit. So, let's see. Oh my gosh, these low rolls. So 8 plus 2 is 10 plus, and she's not at full health, right?
No.
Oh my god. And he is also going to do a shooter in the leg with one of his superiority dice.
Nice.
Let's see if he can trip her.
So that's Foodle's Battle Master ability.
Yeah, so that is 13 total damage, and she needs to make a strength save. Which, I believe, according to the fear effect... Oh, no, it's a save, right? So she's not at disadvantage. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. She does not make that strength save.
Nice. Yes.
And how much damage did she take?
13 damage.
13 damage. Jeez. Okay, she looks extremely hurt.
And that is Foodle's turn.
Okay, Mazra. You are incapacitated. You're kind of just staring like
Sorry.
This lady here, she gets back up. That's half her movement. She goes 5, 10, and she makes an attempt to jump out the window.
Is that an ability check, Ghost?
It is an ability check.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll luck. I'm gonna roll.
Well, if she's
Yeah.
well, hold on.
get-
If she's
She
afraid
gets
of
at
Mazra,
disadvantage. Yep. She does get disadvantage on that. We said it before. She still succeeds.
okay.
Sorry,
Wait,
Kiona,
what?
is there a reaction
fuck.
that you want to take?
I did. I wanted to bend luck, and it's not gonna make a difference though. So never mind.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference because she would have. I mean, if I had taken 4 points away from either of those rolls, it would have made a difference. So it's fine.
Right. Yeah. She rolled really well. So she So she
just
jumps,
went the fuck out that window.
She went right. She got up and she scrambled. She's just like, "Aah!" And she just leapt out the window. Kiona, you're up. This dude here is in a stupor.
Okay.
This chica here is in a
Mazra
stupor.
is.
So is Tinkerbell.
This
Guy's like knocked down under a bag of flour, but seems to have like shaken it off and has come back to his senses.
Okay. All right. Kyoto's gonna do what she can to look around and assess the situation that is happening right now. She sees the chick jump out the window. Oh no. She turns and looks. Everybody's kind of like got this dazed look on their face. And she's like, all right, you're not it. You're not it. You're not it. She's looking for her next target because she knows there's got to be one. It's the guy on the floor. She's going to straight up can she just jump on top of him? Like in her Goliath form, just go around and straddle him. Shoulders pinned with her hands, like have her legs on either side of his torso, like just fucking like just jump on top.
She wants to pin him down.
Yeah.
That'll be a grapple. So
Okay.
that'll be a strength check. And he can resist but he's going to be at disadvantage, I'm going to say, because he's prone.
God, fuck.
Oh. No, he does get disadvantage, so still, yeah, breaks out of it.
All right.
So you just sort of
I really tried.
move next to him, but he's too wiggly, he's too squirmy.
Yeah.
So he's
okay,
able to sort of squirm out of your grasp.
Get back here!
And he gets up. God, what does he do?
What does he do, indeed?
What does he do? As
there's so many options right now.
He sees his friend is dazed. He sort of mentally assesses his own wounds and his situation, and looks at the dude that threw a freaking like 20-pound bag of flour at him. he falls to his knees. Mercy, mercy, please, mercy, I yield.
So everybody except me, Findlebeak, and this guy are under the spell
Foodle,
that I cast.
Foodle is fine as well. Foodle is
Foodle is good. Foodle is good.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Foodle is good.
Foodle is good. Right. Okay. Good. Okay.
Now Findlebeak advances menacingly upon him. Ye come into my shop and my home, and ye threaten me wife and me babe, and ye beg me for mercy. And he reaches down to grab this guy.
Kiona's gonna let it happen. She wants to know what Findlebeak does to this guy. She is 100% like, just do it.
He picks this dude up with both hands and hoists him up. And oh my goodness, Jinto, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. How is colonizing Mars? How's terraforming Mars? Jinto was playing Terraforming Mars with Cabot for tabletop night over on his channel. Did you terraform Mars? Is it nice and green now?
Yeah, can you do the things and
right.
grow the vegetables?
Hey, grow the vegetables on Mars.
Yeah, and your poop dirt or whatever it was. In the
Listen, all I know is that terraforming Mars should end up in growing vegetables. That's all I know.
Well, you guys came in at a good time.
That's right,
because Findlebeak Greco reaches down and grabs this guy. He says this: "Ye come into my house and demand mercy of me." And just hoist this guy straight off the floor. And he looks at you, Kiona, dead in the eye, and says, "My son does not have to see this."
Kiona will not even question. Automatically just nod, head for the baby, pick him up, and shield him from whatever happened. Just hold the baby and shush him, and like, she knows how the baby thing goes.
And
Turn
Greco
him.
is gonna reach down, right? He's picked this guy up by a handful of his tunic. He's gonna release one hand, reach down, grab him by the belt, hoist him over his head, and shove him head first into the big brick oven right here.
I love it.
And you hear this. You hear the bandits. Just gonna put him inside the oven. You hear the bandit all the way inside. No, no.
Well, Kiona has like one hand against one ear of the baby and is shushing in the other ear and like rocking back and forth.
And the screams of this guy as he just begins to burn to death in the oven shakes both Tinkerbell and the third bandit out of their stupor. And it is the third bandit's turn. And he does the same bloody thing. He makes a run for it. I'm not gonna give you, Kiona, an attack of opportunity because you have your hands full.
Now have a baby in my arms. Sure,
Yep.
got it.
She's booking it away. She's like just like full on running down the street. This guy makes a similar attempt to dive out the window. Yeah, succeeds at that. Basically just like face plants out the window and gets up to his feet and scrambles away. And we'll say that is it for combat. So we exit our initiative order.
This is the whole thing, you guys.
These two guys, they ran away.
Do I get to not be hypnotized anymore?
The first thing.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, we'll say you're not. Yeah, nobody who is hypnotized. I forgot that you were hypnotized. Anybody who is hypnotized, as soon as Greco shoved this guy into the oven,
it's over.
You were snapped out of it. That was jarring enough an event to snap you out of it.
Upon realizing that the other people are conscious, is to hand Tinkerbell her baby. She will turn to her and give her the baby. That's
right. All right.
Like, here's your baby. I'm not gonna.
And Tinkerbell, remembering that Tinkerbell has incredible RBF, and so does the baby too. The baby basically looks like Grumpy Cat, just like a half orc Grumpy Cat. Basically, she takes the baby and frowns at you in thanks.
Right. Got it.
She frowns a thanks at you aggressively.
Yep.
And sort of takes her baby and sort of like, hush, hush, hush. You know how daddy can get. And this guy's feet are still like kicking in the oven and he's still screaming. So there's opportunity if any of you want to pull him out.
Kiona's gonna let it go. She's not interested.
Boodle's going to dive to try to pull the guy out.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
At advantage. Greco doesn't make a move to stop you.
Okay, well the second roll was a 1. First roll was a 14 plus 4, I guess.
Okay, yep. Yeah, you successfully pull him out. He is very injured. I'll actually knock him down some HP for the damage he took. But he's quite injured. He's quite badly burned. You pull him out. And he's just going, oh, thank you.
Boodle's gonna punch him in the face and say, "Mazra, get some rope."
He's knocked out. He's just, as soon as that little gnome fist hits him in the jaw, he's just out.
This is beautiful. Oh God, I love you guys so much.
And on that, I think it's a good time for punched right in the face burns. Yeah. He's. And I think we're gonna take like a really quick break after that wonderful combat encounter because I don't know about you guys, but I need a little bit of time to. That was so fucking chaotic. That I just need a minute.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back as well.
Okay. Oh my god. Also, Megan, I've been reading the comments. I'm so sorry. Man, I hate when stuff just like... Oh, that kind of thing makes me like pull my hair out. I'm so sorry. Did I hear Ghost curse? Did you? Maybe. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I know we've got some new faces in the chat. I think, I mean, if they're still here, I know somebody was sort of enjoying the D&D stuff. Where was it? Oh gosh, I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, Big Tiger Man. That's right. Although we didn't know if it was Big Ty German or Big Tigerman, but I do remember them from the I want to say the last session, but anyway. In order to change one link, I had to remake. Oh god, yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm so sorry, Megan. Oh gosh, yeah. That's unbelievable, especially for, like, the richest company on the planet. Like, how can they have that bad of a user interface? Unreal. Absolutely madness. Oh, I just realized I need to... Okay. I gotta keep track of my ammo here, and I subtracted some, so I think we're good. I think Foodle's gonna need to buy some more musket shot. We're down to 22.
Yeah, we had Big Tiger Man in here. I believe Big Tiger Man is correct. The correct pronunciation.
Okay.
It could be.
So I think I brought that up last time. Is it Big Tiger Man or Big Tiger
tried
German?
last time,
and...
but I'm not sure we knew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they said yes, right?
Yeah.
Right? That was.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's right. When we said, is it Big Tiger Man or Big Ty German? They said
Right.
yes.
Yes.
And we also had Sonic Boom 10
Right.
Go, who dropped a follow. Thank you so much for the follow, Sonic Boom 10 Go. And man,
Much
if you're,
appreciate.
yeah. They said that they had just gotten into D&D Beyond, which is not the app that we're using, but D&D itself is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful game. Of course, thank you to everybody else who's hanging out, and thank you, Jinto, for the raid. I hope you and Cabot had a wonderful.
Doodle, if you need to go AFK, you can. We did.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Okay, I'm just.
I'm good though. Thank you. I had a big
man.
supper. Probably too much.
That was chaotic. Yeah, D&D Beyond is a super helpful and free tool that you can use to keep track of your character sheets. And I would say D&D Beyond as a character sheet is probably somewhat superior to the D&D character sheet that's in Roll20. However, the D&D character sheet in Roll20 is a little bit easier to customize once you learn how to do custom stuff on the Roll20 sheet, and you learn how to do custom stuff on the D&D Beyond sheet. For me personally, I find that the Roll20 sheet is a little bit more customizable. But D&D Beyond, such a good tool. I use it. Oh yeah, you too, Brucey? Yeah. I use D&D Beyond for the D&D club at school.
Oh, nice.
So the students all use that for their thing.
That's
cool. But it's a little bit different. It's like an in-person thing versus an online thing, right? So for our use, Roll20 I think is better, but made me a magic item in D&D Beyond and found it a bit clunky at times. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, right. Yeah, and I was thinking, like, because there's I think there's an app, like, we could remake our character sheets in D&D Beyond, and then people would be able to see some of our stats.
And they could see them, yeah.
That could be kind of cool. I didn't realize that. If that part is free, that could be really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I would totally
There's some stuff that we would have to homebrew in, right?
Right. There's stuff Like there's a
Yeah.
there's a Twitch like thing that you can do to pull that.
There is a Twitch extension. Yeah.
Right.
Now Megan says, yeah, the problem with D&D Beyond is that if you don't have the books purchased, it can be a bit prohibitive. It's the same thing with Roll20. Like Roll20 has this amazing like drag and drop kind of thing from the compendium.
Right.
But if you don't
But
have
you
the
have
books
to own
purchased,
the
then certain
things,
things
yeah.
aren't in the compendium.
Right.
But then you can manually create it. The process for doing that in D&D Beyond is a little bit more involved than the process for Roll20, which is very much like add an attack and this is the plus and this is the damage roll and things like that. Yeah, same Megan.
Whoa, Brucey, really?
Brucey, what? Really?
That'd be crazy. I mean,
What?
incredible.
That
That's
is
awesome.
incredible.
Let's
That
do
is
that.
incredible. Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Wow. That'd be
That would
dope.
be so generous of you, Brucey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Megan, if you add stuff in D&D Beyond, it doesn't math quite properly. The math doesn't work quite properly, whereas you can make it work with a little bit more control. 20. All right. I don't like having money, so I bought all the character creation related stuff. No, Brucey. No, Brucey.
Oh my god.
I hate money. What a way to put it. That's amazing. All right. So, are we ready to continue?
Oh yeah,
I feel like
Foodle.
we've had our
For sure.
we had our moment to yeah. Okay, Foodle.
Yeah. Well, Foodle is going to have said to Mazra, Mazra, get some rope. And he's going to, while Mazra's doing that, he's going to be reloading Gimbal Shot and glancing back and forth between Greco and Tinkerbell and say, what the fuck is going on here?
Kiona will be like, it's my fault. I think I misinterpreted. I don't know what was happening. Let's get these two. And she's going to indicate, wait, no, that guy, not these two. The guy that was in the oven, apparently. And she's going to be like, we need to get him secured.
Yeah, Monster will tie him up.
Wait, so you're saying
Right.
Greco is on our side?
Well, at this very moment, I think maybe he is. Kiona does not feel good about everything that went before this. She's just not happy about how this whole thing started. It
And
was her fault.
Tinkerbell has her baby sort of bouncing in her arms, and she kind of glares back at you, Kiona, and this time you can tell it's not an appreciative glare, unlike the last
Right.
glare that she shot at you.
Which she expects. Yeah.
And she she says, "Well, we were the victim of a home invasion, and then you attacked me. If that's what you're saying about on our side."
I do apologize. I made assumptions when I came into the room that I didn't realize.
Oh, you made assumptions. Just because we were pirates about a year ago, all of a sudden, and then Greco's hands come to rest on her shoulders, and she kind of trails off there, and kind of, it kind of trails off into like a... Greco says, No. They may have made assumptions in the beginning, but they made right by you. You saved me wife and me babe. And for that, I'm very grateful. Even though you shot me in the leg,
Yeah,
you little red-headed turd.
I do apologize. I feel like I may have misread the situation as well. Greco, I'm proud of you. You're a baker now.
I am not so proud of myself, to be honest. My little bit of ugliness from my previous life kind of slipped out there for a moment in the heat of what was happening.
And that's
no
why
pun
those three
no,
were
no pun.
caught
No,
up.
and he kind of like winces when he talked about like the heat of the moment, and looks down at the unconscious guy and is like, "No pun intended."
Speaking
Although it
of,
was kind of funny.
while he's saying that, Mazra has tied the guy up and is currently going through his pockets.
Okay. Mazur finds, courtesy of Shiraz and his 300 bits, Mazur finds a beautiful silver spoon in that guy's pockets.
Ooh.
Any money?
10 copper pieces.
Oh my god.
These fucking thieves.
A silver
You know-
spoon, though.
No, you know what? Not 10 copper pieces. 8 copper pieces. Yeah, Grego had a salty gamer moment.
Look, I was gonna have her heal him, but since she can't recoup her healing potion, she's not gonna bother.
I don't care if you heal an NPC or not. What do you
Well,
think?
she was
What do you
gonna
think?
question
Why do
her
you
about
think
the
you're showing me?
Nice to
Why
him.
do you
That's
think?
all
What do
that
you? What do you
matters.
think you're showing me anything?
It's Mazra. It's not that it matters. It's just that Mazra's showing.
So, Greco, who are these people? That
Shiraz, it's
invaded
not.
your
It's not
home?
an oath breaker because she's the oath of vengeance.
Yeah.
It's just- Who are these people? It's just a band of local thieves and ruffians who have been making trouble in our neighborhood here. For those of us folks who establish a fine and reputable and straightforward law-abiding establishment, such as and he turns around and motions to a lovely hand-painted wooden sign that hangs over the oven that says Findle Bakes on it.
That's amazing.
Kiona,
Quite
you
proud
can
of the name
see-
yourself.
You can see Kiona wither as he says all of this stuff. She is crushed that she made this decision in the heat of the moment. She
Does
feels so bad.
Foodle believe that it is an innocent, honest bakery?
Roll insight.
Oh shit. Oh god, that's an 8.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 3 plus 5.
All right, we'll do 11 and up is yes. 1 to 10 is no. No, he does not believe. There's something shady about this bakery.
Well, I like the name. You're sure you're not involved in any of this? When we question this guy, because everybody that we talked to was pointing their fingers here as being part of the Thieves Guild.
I hear at this building.
Yes, they
At my
pointed us
shop.
here. Yes, that's why we're
Yeah.
here.
I didn't see why.
Wait. Did Mazra see like thief stuff outside that was like
The chick that fit the description of the person that stole the things, she left already. She went out too from that. Wait, there was this dude.
Yeah.
There was another
And the description-
dark-haired.
Yeah. Yeah, the description you got was a dark-haired half-elf, which Tinkerbell
Yeah.
matches that description.
But
thought
there
there
was
was
Caught
also
a
a
glimpse of her in
dark-haired-
the street, but there was
Yeah.
another dark-haired half-elf who jumped out the window. The first
Mhm.
one to jump out the window.
Right. So we got the wrong dark-haired half elf.
Well, I'm not taking my eyes off you, and we're gonna get some answers once this fellow wakes up, I suppose.
I hear you, Foodle, the City Watch now.
No. No. I'm here to make sure the same thing I always am, that the caravan is safe. Seems like there's a lot of thief business, and you appear to be wrapped up in it. Maybe you're innocent,
Aye,
maybe you're
well.
not, but we're gonna find out.
Feast your eyes on as much of this as you like, you little red-headed stepchild.
Boodle leans back against the table, still holding his musket, and says, I will, and sort of stares him up and down.
Look, Fudo's got his own orc beefcake now, so...
Right, for real, yeah.
Right. While you're waiting and watching, would any of you like some muffins? Actually, I have one better. You see,
than
we
muffins?
well, come join me in the front of the store. Leave him here. Time to a post on the railing over there. We'll deal with him later. I may sick good old Tinkerbell on him.
Kiona wants to go and see what's up with Greco, but she, for a million reasons, feels terrible for Tinkerbell. Like she has so many things to be apologetic for Tinkerbell. So she's gonna. Is the baby all right? I didn't mean it. I thought it was you again, and I thought it was them, and she can't seem to articulate the things that are happening in her head and why she immediately gagged Tinker. She just had the moment she's trying to get it across to her, but stumbling across her words as she does. She just wants Tinkerbell to know that she didn't actually mean any harm to her specifically, necessarily.
Tinkerbell, kind of holding the baby, says, "The baby's fine. Orcish children are made of tougher stuff than you and I.
Right.
Believe me, he's very strong." And she kind of pats her tummy a little bit when she says that.
Right. I'm sorry about that too. I didn't know.
Oh, she's like, oh no, I wasn't referring to that, but now that you mention it, thanks for that too.
And Kiona shrinks a little bit and kind of like...
When she sees this massive Goliath shrinking before a
right.
half-elf.
She didn't know she was pregnant. When she stabbed her in the first place, she didn't know. She's apologetic because she didn't mean to do any of the bad things that she's done to this woman and her baby. Like, she didn't really mean any of it. So that's what she's communicating there. Like,
Tink, why don't you secure him and then join us in the front? Once you got him nice and bound up, we'll take care of him later. Let's show our guests a little bit about our new life and our new and he turns and grins at Foodle. Change in career.
So Foodle is very torn between not trusting Greco and muffins.
Kiona will shoot Foodle a sharp eye.
Well, I rolled a d20 to find out what was going to prevail. 11 and up, Foodle's going to go with him, and 10 and lower, he's going to stay with the prisoner because he doesn't trust Greco. And I rolled a 2. So Foodle's going to look at Mazra and say, Mazra, I'm not leaving this person. Be careful.
Sure. And she'll stand up. She tied up the guy. She'll stand up, and she had the. I think she can turn that thing off whenever she wants.
Oh right, yeah.
The disguise.
Disguise self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll just let it go, and she's still covered in cake, but she looks like herself now.
If Kiona has the opportunity, if there's something on her face that mars a little bit more, she'll just kind of wipe it off as they go through the door to follow Greco. Like, no, it's more embarrassing than it needs to be. You don't need that on your face right now.
So we've got Tinkerbell, the baby, Foodle, and the prisoner in the back. And then Greco, Mazra, and Kiona heading out front. Okay. So, I just got to review my notes here for a second. Where am I? All right. So, Greco leads the other two to the front of the store. And says, well, I assume that you had a bit of a look, although I didn't see you in here, Missy, earlier. I assume there was some sort of magic involved in that. But in any case, magic is certainly permitted in my establishment, at least when cast by friends. In any case, you can see here we have this lovely new bakery, and I thought I would say thanks. We have a new product here. Why don't you take a look at this? And he goes to the front of the oven, which blissfully that guy wasn't. His flesh didn't get cooked to the front of the oven. And he pulls out. They're a little bit burnt, but here, why don't you give these a try? I just started selling these, and they've been selling like hotcakes, except they're not hotcakes at all. It's a saying, you see. And he kind of takes the paddle, and he pulls these two little circular discs of crust with a whole bunch of familiar looking toppings on top, and he lays them down on the counter, and he's like, here you go, on the house. These are something that came from out west. They've been calling them Pete's Pies, and these have become incredibly popular in the last little while. Very, very fashionable among many people in Lysantia and environs as well.
Kiona will look at Mazra like, oh my. Okay, well, I think I heard of these before.
Have you heard of them before?
It might be that. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Well, then you probably know the story behind them. But I've been working on my pitch a little bit here, so let's see. The legend is behind the Pete's Pie is that these were created. The recipe for this delicacy was revealed to a man, almost a prophet really, named Peter the Dreamer, who lives out west in the Talmark Forest. He's one of the druids living out that way. And now Peter the Dreamer is purported to have this incredible recipe revealed to him during one of his many sojourns during the plane of sleep, the plane of dreams during his slumber. Isn't that an amazing story?
It's a great story, but I'm not sure that it's exactly how these things came about.
Well, of course, it's not the way these came about. That's utterly fantastical. This isn't some ridiculous fairy tale, but it sells it. And he's speaking in a hushed tone. It's like, don't let everybody else hear you. I don't want the whole city to know. It's a good story. It moves a lot of product,
Right.
Every artisanal craftsman needs a story behind their product like this,
Yeah. I hear you. I think that sounds like a great story. Kiona will say, and she'll look at Mazra like, she'll try the Pete's pie. She will do to and make Greco feel like he has done something good. She likes Greco. She has always liked Greco. There's nothing that so she really is okay with being friends with him in terms of that. But so she'll try the pie and she'll be like, "Oh, it's great. You did a good job." But those what were those people doing? I mean, what was that about?
Oh, well, that line, he kind of puts the baking paddle back down and sort of goes to work. He like cuts up the Pete's pie. These are much more popular in slices than the whole thing. It's very interesting. Here you go, Mazra. And he pushes one towards Mazra. Now, see, those three were a bunch of hooligans that have been causing a mess in this neighborhood. They extort local businesses and craftspeople to pay a kind of insurance against theft, and businesses what refuse tend to be, lo and behold, get hit by these nefarious folk. They believed that myself and Tink were out when they hit this place. But turns out old Findlebeak himself was still around.
It's just the three of them?
Nay, it's a whole network of them. But I think, as haphazard as that was, mine and Tink's little plot to tie them up and scare them will keep them away from our business for a while. At least that's what I hope.
I'm not sure I really helped that. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to make that worse for you.
Yeah, what happened. Yeah, a little bit of a misunderstanding, a little shot in the leg. I may have lost my temper a little bit in the back room there with the poor gentleman that I put in the oven. But
Kiona's not unhappy about that guy getting put in the oven because, that guy was he the one that? No, I guess he wasn't. It's fine. She's not unhappy about that though because she freed them and they turned on her. So she is like.
But you can kind of see, as Greco says that, he winces a little bit. He says, "Yeah, but to tell you the truth, I don't tell that brat in the back room, but what he said to me last time, it kind of affected me, and I thought really hard after our last encounter about that whole changing the line of work, finding a new career, and I kind of want to put that part of me in the past where it belongs."
Inside check.
But don't tell him that. I don't want him to know because he's a little turd.
Kiona will giggle when he says
All right, roll an insight check. Roll an insight check. What do you got? 12. You think he's telling the truth?
Okay.
Kiona giggles at it, so you know.
And you're saying you're really happy being a baker.
Of course I'm happy being a baker. I earn money legitimately by the sweat of me brow and the craft of me own two hands. I have a skill that's put to use improving my community rather than preying on others' communities.
Kiona's gonna look at Mazra with the earnestness of, I think he's being honest. I really think he has no reason to deceive us right now. And these pizza pies are great.
Pizza pies. Pizza. I never heard of a pizza.
sorry. I'm sorry. It was a habit. He has.
It's mostly just normal Mazra suspicion. Like the last time they met him, she was like almost like slightly in awe because like her experience with other orcs had been pretty much very little at that point, but now she's a little bit more. She's just kind of like, you know.
That's so funny. Kiona still loves this guy. Everybody in her party hates this guy.
She doesn't hate him.
Just
She's
loves
just suspicious of all.
Plus, you know, the most important part is, well, when we first moved into this city, people were a little bit wary of a full-blooded orc moving along, and well, you know, Tink, she's not the most warm and amicable of individuals. Not the best at making a good first impression. If
No idea what you're talking about.
Kiona will
it's not
giggle
her
again.
strong suit. Tends to be blowing things up is her strong suit. And she's a good judge of character, but in any case, once we moved in, people began to warm to us a little bit, to become more accepting. Well, little Gralka, the neighborhood kids have taken a shine to him. And, you know, the pirate's life was no life for a wee babe like him. So, we do it for him.
I'm glad to see you doing pretty well, though.
You look a little bit doubtful, though, Mazra.
The world doesn't give me any reason not to be doubtful.
Well, to show you my good intentions and the truth behind me saying I want to leave this life behind me, why don't you have this? And he kind of reaches behind him into the shelves sort of behind the sales counter, and he opens a drawer, and then he flips up sort of the false bottom of that drawer, and he pulls out 2 knives, which he sets down on the counter.
Which he stabs you. No.
Nope. Says these are for you. I don't want these anymore. You take them. You have more use for them than I do.
Sorry, I was just checking something really quick.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was Mazra like glaring.
No.
Are those knives familiar?
What's the-
Are those
what's the
knives familiar
angle?
to us?
For nothing?
No.
They are not familiar to you.
What? They're not familiar to us?
No.
No, I was trying to sense if they were cursed.
What do you have to be able to sense that?
I don't think it actually works that way. It's just divine sense, but I don't think it works like that.
A
It's only if
divine
it's
sense?
best-
No.
Only if it's been desecrated.
Yeah.
Oh.
They haven't been desecrated. That doesn't mean they're not cursed, but they haven't been
So
desecrated.
she will. Is he giving them to her or to Kiona and her?
Giving them to Mazra.
Okay, Mazra will look at them for a moment, nod, and then pull out like a piece of cloth and like put it over them and wrap them up and then put them away.
So these knives, they have what you notice is that they're both sort of sheathed onto the same belt, and the belt has the buckle of the belt is sort of like has this emblazoned symbol of a bird in flight. It doesn't look like any sort of bird of prey though. It almost looks like a songbird.
Well, she will thank him and will probably examine them more closely later.
Alright, well you make good use of those.
If possible, Foodle would like to, while this is going on in the other room, he'd like to ask, he's standing there with his musket, watching Tink and the prisoner, and he'd like to ask Tinkerbell a question.
That's certainly
if that
possible.
works. Yeah? Okay.
That's certainly possible, yeah.
So Foodle looks over at Tinkerbell and says, "So, the only thing I know about you is that you were some kind of pirate with Greco, and you didn't think he was being that great of a pirate when he met us, and now he's supposedly a baker. How do you feel about that?"
And she's since set Grelka down, the child, who's sort of toddling around and getting into stuff, while she's led him back to the railing, the wood railing that sort of overlooks the recessed storage area with the wagon in it, and she's kind of tied him to a post on that railing. She kind of looks back at you and frowns, and then she shrugs and she says, "Well, he's a better baker than a pirate."
Does Foodle believe her?
Okay, roll
This
insight.
would be a tough one, I would assume.
Roll insight.
Oh God, it's even worse. 7.
Come on, Foodle.
You're very confused by this. You don't know what to make of this.
Right. So you're saying that you're not wrapped up in any of this, the Thieves Guild or anything, even though everyone pointed us to your place.
No, I don't know why they would point you to the bakery. This whole neighborhood, sure, but
well, look, I want to trust people, but you hopefully can understand me being a bit hesitant when all signs are pointing to your involvement, and the last time we met you were pirates. Is there any sign of good faith or evidence or anything? Like, maybe you can help us track down the Thieves Guild? Do you know anything about them?
Tinkerbell kind of shrugs her shoulders and says, "Well, like Greco said, unless you're part of the city watch now, we don't really need to prove anything to you. You could go on being doubtful if you want."
So you won't mind me poking around, looking for correspondence between you and the Thieves Guild, then?
Of course I mind. You don't have any right to do that.
You can see the predicament that we're in. You're completely unwilling to help.
Call the watch on us if you want.
No, I'm not going to call the watch on you. I have a gun.
Okay.
Wow.
This right here is the predicament that you're in.
Oh, Foodle, what are you
Tinkerbell.
doing, man?
Tinkerbell stands up and turns to square off with Foodle, and her eyes flash and crackle with arcane power. Are you threatening me in my home?
You can take it any way you want. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a Thieves Guild. All signs point to your involvement. And you are being belligerent, let's say?
You're the one.
To be fair, I can understand. Surely, there is some kind of accord that we can come to.
You're just some redneck, country-ass forest gnome who walked into this city a day ago, or a couple days ago, I don't give a damn, came into my house, waved the gun around, shot my husband in the leg, and are now telling me that I have to let you look through my correspondence? If you and your friends hadn't just saved my boy, I would blast you halfway into the sky.
You tried that last time, and we both remember how that turned out, right? Look, let's just wait for Greco to come back. I'm glad your son's okay.
Me too. It's the only reason why you're drawing breath right now. And she snaps her fingers, and Groko stops. He was like looking in a bag for something to play with, and he stops and he turns around with his hands full of flour and his like flour dust all over his mouth because he's like just scarfing flour.
That's what kids do, honestly.
He kind of and he kind of gets up and he waddles. As soon as she snaps her fingers, he gets up and he like is like, oh hell, and he just like waddles over to her. Well, why don't we see what's going on with our friend in the back now, hey? And Greco kind of like cheerily sort of saunters back through the door into the back, and and it kind of stops and he looks at the scene. It's like, ah, shite.
On her way through the door, Kiona will grab one of the Pete's pies as she goes through the house, because she knows that Poodle's like whole thing must have been intense because Poodle hates these two. So she's just like, Poodle, try one of these. This is Pete's pies, and she'll look at him like, Pete's pies.
Oh, I know. Did you have some of that?
I did. It's fine. You're fine. Just try it. It's good. It's good. And Kiona's looking at like Findlebeak at the side of her eye, and Tinkerbell. Like...
Masha didn't eat any of it, but she'll give Foodle a nod. It's fine.
Foodle's gonna.
They're so tasty.
Rifle up like this, reach out for a piece and smell it.
Ah, Foodle, just eat it. It's so good.
And take a bite.
It's almost as good as what was his name? Robert
the Unnoticed.
Robert the Unnoticed. It's almost as good as his. It's a slightly different recipe. There's a little bit of variation on that. Robert the Unnoticed was meatless. This one has has a little bit of like sausage and ham added on top of it. Not quite the same herbs used in the sauce, but it's quite tasty actually.
Greco.
Yay.
Did you make this yourself, or do you hire someone?
No, I make everything myself.
You got real talent. This is excellent.
Hey, thank you.
And he kind of like, yeah.
and he kind of looks at Tinkerbell with a look that's like, stand there.
Poodle's gonna happily eat the rest of it and wait for this guy to wake up.
There's like as Greco looks meaningfully at Tinkerbell, it was almost like there was a wind blowing around inside that just sort of dies down. And Greco looks relieved and looks back at Kiona and Mazur and is like,
people don't know this, but she's actually the more dangerous one of the two of us.
I never would have guessed.
And Kiona's like, I feel like I'm probably.
I'm a little bit afraid of her.
It's okay. I think we all are.
And she told me, I thought she was gonna kill me. She wasn't too happy. Mostly because she said she was gonna kill me. She's not known for lying.
well then, let's see to the prisoner, shall we? And he kind of walks over and...
Kiona loves this guy. She just loves him more every second that she's with him.
Freezy, you can cut the tension with a bread knife. This tension has a very dark crust. And he kind of kneels down in front of this prisoner and flicks his nose. And kind of like, what? And Greco turns to you three, and particularly Foodle, and stands with a great, effusive and expansive gesture and says,
You may question the prisoner, Detective Foodle.
Hello, my name's Foodle. What's yours? And Foodle's gonna tap his rifle.
Oh, the birds. Oh, what? Did he throw me in the oven?
He did. I pulled you out. I'm going to repeat myself this once. What is your name?
Oh, God. Dreyfus. Oh.
Dreyfus, why are you at this bakery?
Prisoner one.
I'm credited as a young man.
Mazur doesn't show the greater enemies mercy. Little jobbers are allowed to have mercy for an oath of vengeance, but
But
main
Kiona
enemies
will
are
back
not.
up Foodle's like, look, when he gives this guy like a we'll shove you right back in the oven look, she's like, and she's a big ass fucking Goliath right now that has to stoop probably to fit into the room properly. So
What's a greater enemy than this guy?
Shiraz.
Little do the player characters know Shiraz, but you kind of spoiled it. This is the final boss of the campaign. This guy, he's the ringleader. This guy who's like a jobber running with the Thieves Guild.
He's got a really good bad guy name too, Dreyfus, the
Dreyfus
mastermind.
is a pretty good bad name. Yeah, Dreyfus the master. Yeah, really. I ordered the attack on Blackrock, and then I decided to rob a bakery.
that guy would be dead so fast. I can't.
It'll be like, Greco, throw him back in.
We're here to rob the place.
And why is that? You're part of the Thieves Guild, I take it?
I'm not talking.
Oh, well, Kiona, if he's done, I guess we can just throw him back in.
Not back in the oven, I think.
Us three work alone.
Alone, really?
Look, friends, from all the marks
If you don't believe him, roll an insight check.
I mean, Poodle, but alright. 19.
Mazra, Kiona, you're not sure. Mazra and Foodle, he's lying. He's like, if he hadn't been thrown in the oven and his pants burnt to a crisp, his pants would be on fire right now.
Kiona will take her cue from Mazra and Foodle when she's not sure. She will
Foodle's
look
gonna
to
roll
the
his
others.
eyes.
Well, Mazra was gonna
The
say.
boss order- Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No, you go.
No, she was just gonna say from all the markings you've been carving around here, I can tell it's not just you three.
Fine. This is our street. There's 6 of us who work this row.
6.
Yeah.
And
We're
that's not
assigned
going
to
to
it.
turn into 9 next time?
No. We're assigned this row by the higher ups. Don't know who gave us the job. That wasn't I wasn't brought in on that part. All I know is that we're to work this row. We get to keep 60% of everything we get, whether by extortion or theft. 40% gets
60%.
kicked upstream.
And you don't know anybody upstream. Just you and the other 5.
I feel like
Boss
that
was the
can't
one-
be true.
The boss was the one that jumped out the window, she knows.
Findlebeak, I think the oven is a good place for this guy to be right now. And she's gonna look at him and just...
No. Look, I'm telling you the truth, but I can tell you where you can find her.
Oh. Please.
Her name's Amalia. There's a warehouse not far from her. From here.
Far from her. Oh my god.
Warehouse not far from here, where she operates out of, or all of us do.
Well, you have been eventually very truthful with us. Is there anything else you want to tell us that might help your case here?
Case, I know I'm going to the dungeons for a real long time.
Oh, I
At the
don't
very
know.
least.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you're lucky, my friend.
Just keep me away from these two.
Well, I feel like this is the best place for you until we figure out what's going on.
I'm so sorry, Dreyfus. We have to confirm this Amalia business at the
No,
nearby
turn
warehouse.
me into the watch, damn you.
I don't know, my friend.
I don't have a badge. Wait, do you have a badge? You don't have a
Huh?
badge, do you? I don't feel like any of us are
I
part of
don't
the
see
watch.
any badges around here. No.
I think Greco and this nice lady here, they're gonna keep eyes on
They
you.
have
and-
this handled pretty well.
I
I do
feel it,
agree.
Yeah, I think
Greco's just smiling and nodding.
Greco.
Tinkerbell's
you got a
just
handle on
staring with this inscrutable glare of hers.
All right. Well, Amalia,
I don't
nearby.
Fantastic.
Oh, anything else? I'm just a footpad.
Oh, well,
I'm
you
just a
did wrong by
grunt.
signing up with the group you did. So, I mean, you're just going to have to wait here until we can verify that you're only just a footpad, my friend.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back. Don't you worry.
Uh-huh.
You're
Absolutely.
in good hands. Greco
I
is
got to
on-
have another one of those Pete's pies before the time we're gone here.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
right.
And in fact, Greco.
Oh, yeah, hold up. There's one more thing.
Oh, just one?
I could tell you how to sneak into the warehouse. Try to bust in through the front door, you're not gonna stand a chance.
You believe him.
All right.
There's a window on the second floor. Kind of a catwalk that runs around the perimeter of the warehouse. Second one from the front on the west facing side. I keep it unlocked because I've been skimming a little bit off the top.
He kind of looks down. He kind of looks down at this expression like, I am so pathetic. I thought I was such a... He looks like he thought he was a real, like, baller thief, like a real mastermind, but he's like, I am such a scrub.
So this was a cause you believed in then, I see.
No honor among thieves, right?
I suppose that's what they say.
Shake his head.
Fudo's just disappointed in him stealing from the Thieves Guild.
Well, Greco, if you don't mind, keep an eye on him while we go check this out.
Alright, well, we'll see if he's here when you get back. If not, we may have some meat pies on special.
I'd be interested in tasting those meat pies. She looks at Greco and kind of gives him a wink so that the guy can see it. Like
We're all cannibals here.
I believe the term is long pig.
Oh yeah.
At this, Foodle is going to sort of motion Greco over to the side to try to talk to him out of earshot of Dreyfus.
Hey, what you want?
Greco,
Hey.
I owe you an apology. And a big one at that. I assumed that you were honestly the ringleader of all of this.
Me? Well, if anything, rather than being insulted, I'm flattered, but I left all that behind me.
Well, and I guess that's just the thing. This kid, you're proof that people can change. Let's, as much as I enjoy pretending we're going to throw him in the fire, property isn't worth killing folks over.
I know.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I may let the wee one mess with him a bit, but there are many tall tales of orcs being predisposed towards cannibalism. He turns and looks at Dreyfus with like a gleam in his eyes. And
Fiona might look at Mazra just for a second, kind of give her like a sideways glance before she.
Well,
and me boy has quite an appetite.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, we will hurry.
And as if on cue, Grelka looks up from another bag of flour. He's just like, faces all up.
Boodle's going to reach up to Grelko for sort of the wrist clasp or whatever that's called. And
the bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that people They used to do that in like freaking like Hercules. And I always thought it was like nobody would. I don't know if that was an actual historical, like this was an actual historical thing, but I always thought that Hercules was just like too like manly. Like that show was like too broy that it was like it's the 90s and you can't have men touching hands when they're all like walking around with their chests showing and everything. Like
I agree. I could never tell if it was like a no homo thing.
Exactly.
It's a
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It came off
I
big
thought they were
time.
just trying to be like, it's the olden times. They wouldn't have shook hands. They're
No,
gonna do
because in the olden times they didn't have such problems amongst touching.
No, they
between
especially in Greece. Of all
That being
places.
said,
Yeah,
but that being said,
of all places.
man, I apologize for going off on that on this tangent, but that said, they also do this in the Spartacus TV series,
Right.
and there is if I may say so, there is yes homo in that series.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's just like I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's all about. So I'm curious, but it comes off to me as well as like, you know, in Hercules and later on in life knowing Kevin Sorbo and what he's all about, like it definitely comes off.
But you know what? Maybe because Foodle didn't mean it in that way. Hopefully, obviously.
No,
So
I
maybe
know.
it just was
We just got off on a tangent.
Oh, okay.
That was
Yes, there
fantastic,
were boys.
though.
Yeah, in Spartacus, there were definitely boys dating boys, and that was
There were lots of boys dating boys.
that was
at
my
that point.
favorite. Yeah, and that was my favorite character in the show was the one guy.
In the martial arts, it's like a handshake, an actual handshake, but the hand is shown so that you can see that you're not like pulling a weapon from somewhere else. Like it's underneath there, right? So
Disappointed.
you have the second hand available.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Is the wrist
Foodle's
clap?
gonna do
Greco.
whatever the standard sort of respectful gesture.
Wrist clap. Yep.
And,
That's fine. They're
and
bros
he's gonna
now.
turn to Kiona and Mazra and say, "Well, we better hurry."
Kiona is more thrilled than she probably should be with Foodle being okay with Greco at this point because she knew that she hated him as of like 2 hours ago, and and like is like, this is great. Like she loved Greco, so she really liked him in their first encounter, as we've discussed before. Like there was so she's really happy that Poodle has made this turn. She's like, all right, cool, fantastic. Let's go find the bad guys.
It's grown so much.
He has.
And witnessing this, are you guys like heading out now?
Well, there's one more thing that Foodle needs to do before he goes. He's going to approach at a safe distance, Tinkerbell, and say,
So like against the far wall,
yeah.
shouting out to her.
He doesn't want to be shouting. He's gonna say, Tinkerbell, I apologize. I made a lot of assumptions here, and I misread the situation. I think you and your husband are doing a great thing. I wish the best for your family. We're gonna try to track down these people who've attacked you both. I know that won't mean much, but...
Tinkerbell narrows her eyes, and you can't tell whether or not she says, yes, Greco has worked very hard on curbing his violent impulses. Notably doesn't say anything about her own violent impulses.
All right, we better be quick.
Apology accepted.
And Foodle's gonna wait at little... Is it Grelka? Shit,
Grelka. Yeah,
Grelka, okay.
Kiona's gonna look at...
And Grelka kind of waves back and goes... and then, like, just flower, just like... out of his mouth.
I really want to, as a little touch of something, I would like to do a prestidigitation and like just push some bubbles out there for the baby to be like, oh, it's bubbles, like to be like happy about, like, you know. So
Yeah.
as we go, just be like, oh, I really mean no harm, and kind of look at Tinkerbell
like
and be like, bubbles.
It's like a dusting of flour
Right.
as Grolka chases after the bubbles and leaves a trail of flower footprints behind. And Tinkerbell kind of responds to it with an expression that is patient, but a little bit territorial mama. Like when one mom gives another mom's kid a snack.
Right,
like,
right, a treat that they shouldn't necessarily have.
Don't you cast magic at my kid, kind of thing. It was like, I'm the one that makes playful little illusions for my kid, you know.
Right, yeah. And as she sees that, Kiona will then like kind of turn to Greco and kind of wink at him, like, she knows he'll be okay with it.
Greco's okay with it. He's like,
okay, not the way to go. All right, cool.
Yeah. She doesn't look offended by it, but she's, like I said, she looks at you sort of patiently in that way. It's like, yeah, thanks for giving my kid that snack.
This is
showing me
Fiona just trying too hard to earn her way back into this woman.
So much of a better magic mama than I am. She doesn't say any of this. This is
no, of course, no. Kiona's just trying to earn her way back. That's all there is to that. There's nothing else about it. Like, I want to please your child to please you. So,
Detective Basra, shall we?
Sure. I would suggest
leaving. Greco says, Mazra, hold on a moment, if you will. The rest of you, just hold up for a moment. You can wait outside. I'd just like to have a word with Mazra in private for a moment.
That's fine. I gotta check on the horses. And Kiona will shoot a look at Foodle like, you left them out there by themselves, you dumbass.
Foodle can't catch a break. Oh,
poor Foodle.
He did tie them up, but
I mean, in the bad part of town.
They're gonna rush out towards where Foodle is.
Yeah, and Greco's gonna lead Mazra back into the front, even away from Tinkerbell. I was gonna say, what you did back there? Got shot in the leg and you put your hand on it and looked like your hand was on fire. What was that all about? You weren't doing none of that last time. I should know. I beat your little lizard friend within an inch of his life and you didn't do nothing like that. Where is he, by the way? Pleasant young man.
Oh, he fucked off.
Oh, that's a shame. Seemed like such a dependable boy as well. Oh well, you can never tell. Oh. I'm sorry.
Remember, this is the characters talking. This is
the characters leader. We love you, leader. We love you, leader.
We love you, leader.
So, in any case, you weren't doing that before?
How do you know it wasn't just because I didn't like them back then?
I think you can tell these things once you've been around the block as many times as I have, if you know what I mean.
Look, let's just say things have happened since the last time we met, and apparently I can do this now.
Aye, apparently. Out of nowhere. You have the gift of the Firebringers all of a sudden. What happened to the music? What the heck?
Does it matter? Fuck you.
just
Keep
suddenly-
talking.
It just suddenly cut off.
Don't do
It just
that.
suddenly cut off. It just suddenly cut off. It was really
No.
weird.
No, I
Chat-
didn't know
chat
more
can-
about the Firebringers.
Chat
I know,
can
right?
confirm.
She-
Chat,
and
fire
she's-
bearer. But did I say fire? Was it Firebringers or Firebearers?
You
I
said
don't-
What did I say
Firebringers.
last time?
I don't know.
No, I know. Right now, I said it's Firebringers.
Yeah,
Is it
she's
Firebringers or Firebearers. Oh my
Fire-
goodness. I gotta
Should
look it
write
up.
this down.
I'm gonna look it up.
Probably.
Assume I said the right thing.
look.
I'm
I
gonna look it
wasn't
up.
right.
Please
really
continue.
paying that much attention to the old man when he was telling me about it, so I can't really tell you either way.
What old man?
I don't know. We found some old grandfather in a cave.
It is Firebringers. It is Firebringers. Yeah,
It is Firebringers.
it is Firebringers. I'm looking at my notes. It's Firebringers. Okay. You old man. Yeah, vinyl. I know. It's just stopped in this really weird place. It was so jarring. Like the music had just hit this crescendo and then it was over. The song ended. it's so strange. You know, I've only heard of stories like this as a child growing up. They're always silly little campfire tales. Are you telling me that you've become one of them?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
It's incredible. You say you met an old man?
Yeah, we tried to take someone to get them healed, and yeah, in the end, I just had to do it by myself.
You just had to channel the power of the spirits of fire yourself.
Look,
A power that no orc has wielded in all of recorded history. Not since the very founding myths of our people. And you just had to do it yourself.
look, you can't rely on anyone else to do it for you.
Yeah.
I have things I need to take care of, and you can't rely on other people.
I thought the shape-changing, half-insane sorcerer and the bloody psychopathic cannibal gnome were the weird ones, but what are you on? You three are something else, I must say.
Look, I think if you'd been jerked around by Grumsh as much as I have, you would probably be in the same position as I am.
By Grumsh as well? Nay, what are you?
I don't know.
Lazarus, you're... Take it from one rogue who's turned to honesty to another. You're destined for something, Mazra. Oh, I see that look on your face. You don't like it. But you are. And when you find whatever that is, you come back and let me know. So we can have a wizard take an impression of us together. I can hang it on my mantle right there. It'll be a wonderful selling piece. Everybody comes in and there's Greco Findlebeak, owner of Findlebakes, and he knows Mazra Greenstone, the Firebringer. I can say, okay, would you light the fire of my oven as well, and then I can say that everything is baked in the embers of the Firebringer's fire.
Okay, as a favor, I will light the fire in your oven.
Aye.
Okay, show me where the front of
When
the
you
oven
get back,
is.
not yet. I say you're destined for something great. You're still just a little bit of a rapscallion. A little
Okay.
bit rude as well, if you don't mind my saying so, but that's okay. That's okay. When you come back and you're famous, it'd be a big help for me business. And it would so make up for the psychological harm you've done to me poor boy and your friend shoot me in the leg.
That wasn't me. That was him.
I was saying, but it is your friends. It is your friends. You are a package deal.
You're
You
over
a little bit
evaluating
of a.
our
You are an adventuring party. Hey,
Look, not by choice.
just to put it out there. Just to put it out there.
I'm dying right now.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Aye. Well, and you come back after and free Pete's pies for you. Anytime you come back, except on Wednesdays. Wednesdays is when that group of fanatics always come and they want Peter the Dreamer's pies. They're a bunch of weird folk Dyer and his cult, but they make a lot of money off of them.
You know what you could do?
Aye.
Instead of that,
Instead of what?
if you have any business that you are... If anyone asks you for a suggestion, we have some very good craftsmen among our caravan. If you could point them towards them, that'd be super helpful.
Oh, aye. Alright. Alright. I'll do that. Any bakers? I don't want competition.
I mean, you don't have to mention... Although, I get the feeling you would probably like our baker.
Oh, aye. Another clever and dashing orc like myself?
Let's just say he's probably about your size and could probably wield a blade just as well.
Oh, I don't know. I can wield my blade pretty well. Ask me, wife.
Bye!
Mazza just nopes out of there.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Collie, out of character, she is choosing not to believe him whether he's being truthful or not.
I can't.
Okay.
I just wish. Oh god, I'm so sad that Kiana did not see any of the things that just happened in between them because that was
No.
beautiful in all the ways.
Everyone's like, Destiny, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And at that moment, you guys feel like almost like hearing it, but you hear it inside your head, sort of almost like a little bit of a low hum. And then Walkslayer, so yes, this is Underlore. Hello. Yes, this is a one-way message, just in case you're not aware of how this works. But the audience with King Seamus is about to begin. If Mayor Roundtree requests your presence back at Zoro Palace, you may respond to this message.
Wait, Flutter, were you saying something?
Kiona will say we'll be there as soon as we can, and whether or not she thinks that they will hear that, she'll say it out loud.
Okay.
Freaking Megan. It's fair.
Time for a diplomatic incident.
It's so true.
Foodle busts in.
Oh god.
You're the head of the Thieves Guild!
Oh, jeez.
It's
Okay,
probably
but-
someone in the government.
Yeah. Down
The
with
buckshot
institutions.
stops here!
That's right.
Look, I need you to repeat that quieter. A little quieter.
No.
Wait. Kiona, do we need to go right now?
I mean, I think that was the message we were supposed to get, so I feel like that's what I think that we were told to do that.
What time of day is it out of character, like right now?
It is definitely getting on towards evening.
So, Monster will say we could go over there and then come back tonight. It may be easier for us to sneak at that point.
Okay. Yeah, I just worry. I mean, the other two, they will be expecting us, right? And Dreyfus said that the leader was one of the ones that escaped.
True.
Yeah,
they may-
they'll be expecting us, but if we delay, we might be later than they were expecting. They're expecting us.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we do need to be there. Okay. Guess we'll hope for the best.
Besides, on our way back, we can come up with a plan and see how we want to approach things.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, what is our plan? Because, you know, I actually, I don't know if you guys heard what I said to Greco, but I don't really believe that any property is worth someone's life. So, as much as I dislike thieves, I don't want to go killing our way through the Thieves Guild if we don't have to.
Well, no, of course not. We gotta find out. You gotta figure out what's going on, and Kiara realizes that her whole idea of like we're gonna fix the thing is really flimsy. In the face of we have no idea what's really going on, and she's like, but we'll do the best we can, but we gotta go back and we told the mayor and an underlord we'd be there when we need to, so maybe we can tell them and they could help us in some way. She knows how flimsy that is too. She just doesn't know where to turn right now. She doesn't know who to be beholden to. So she's floundering a little bit, but wants Foodle to just go with whatever the thing is that they're currently pulled at.
Well, I agree. And Foodle's going to be climbing up on his pony and, you know, starting to head off towards.
Assuming our horses are still out there.
Oh yeah, were
yes.
they stolen? Yeah, let's hope not.
Still there.
Okay, all right. So yeah, Foodle's going to the palace, and he's gonna say, yeah, I mean,
Pardon me.
I agree. I was thinking that too. I mean, is this something that we should raise to the king? It seems to be affecting a lot of people, but the
feel
people
like-
we've talked to haven't had a lot of faith in the guard's ability to deal with this.
I feel like the king probably already knows. I just don't know, what can he do if the guards aren't helping him?
Well, I mean, what we did.
Well,
This is a chance to assess the situation. We were told he's very young, so he may not be aware, or he may be being told that things are being taken care of and they're not.
Okay.
Or he may not care, but it's hard to tell. So
Fiona's grateful for Mazra's input. She's like, Mazra answered the question.
but this is a chance for us to get a feeling for the place. That'll give us some more information on how to proceed.
Yeah.
I think right now, the main thing we need to keep aware of is that we can trust each other. And that's that.
Agreed. Yeah.
Kiona giggles.
And as you ride off, not quite into the sunset, back towards the royal palace, you see before you many dangers, many perils in this new city, but you also see behind you some of the good that your struggle and pain and effort and literal blood, sweat, and tears have created. As you look back over your shoulder, and there's little Grelka standing in the street with flour all over his face, going like this. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
No!
So,
I love it.
Brucey, does your party ever know what's going on?
No,
Yeah, we
don't.
never
Like
fucking
We have
know.
no
Like
idea what's
any-
happening at any given moment.
Like any good D&D adventuring party, the answer is no.
Oh my god, I'm so sad I'm not going to be here next week. Oh god.
Oh,
so
right.
sad.
Oh my gaggers.
I don't know if Grelka's a cute baby. He's kind of
Grelka's a
Kinda-
baby.
I keep thinking of
or-
Big
honestly kind of like
Like,
he's
honestly-
honestly kind of like one of those babies that's cute because he's ugly.
Because he's a baby. And yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. No, he's cute because of our association with him. It doesn't necessarily mean he's actually cute.
Right. There are ugly babies. We'll never
There
tell
are.
somebody that who has a baby. and
Exactly.
think that.
Lots of
And
probably
he's,
would.
and he's just
Well,
he's
true.
just a very young baby, so he doesn't understand that you almost murdered his parents by mistake.
Freaking-
And
Almost
Fiona
murdered his
has the
parents.
extra impetus of maybe potentially threatening to have murdered the baby too. So like she thinks this baby's adorable. Because
I'm your Auntie
Right.
Fiona. I stabbed you while you were in the womb.
Yeah.
Twice Kiona threatened to murder this baby, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, one more thing. I want all you to do intelligence checks.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What?
Intelligence check. You gotta
Why
do
would
an
we do
intelligence
such a
check.
thing?
Oh,
just-
what the?
No, it has nothing. It has no bearing. It has no
Oh,
bearing.
right,
on
right.
the
Yeah, no,
adventure
it's
so
not
far.
at all.
16. Ooh, that's good.
What did you get?
16.
16.
D20. Dang, yeah, but it's at the bottom, of course. Okay.
Mazra, look at that.
Oh! I got +0, but it is a natural 20.
Wow.
Nice.
So Kiona and Foodle, as you're riding away, you kind of suddenly get struck by this realization that the math doesn't add up from when you saw from what stage Tinkerbell looked to be last time you saw her, and you didn't know, and you're like, the math doesn't quite add up.
Ghost, did you just
but-
traumatize me again? Did you
No,
just
no,
fuck
no, no,
me
no,
up?
no.
Did you just
But,
tell me that I killed the baby that was originally? Please don't.
No,
Please.
no, because the baby, this baby looks too old. This baby looks too old, not too young. But Mazra, you know that orcish children develop more quickly, but
Oh,
these two don't. So they're kind of like, wait, how is that baby that old already? But you, but it doesn't seem unusual to you.
Kiona doesn't know what to think. She thinks she might have murdered the baby that should have been, and,
and they just adopted.
she's like,
They just adopted another
the one to
another
take its
half orc, quarter elf, quarter human baby.
Because Kiona has this, like, look, her int and wisdom stats are both 10. That's it. She just got nothing on this.
That's average stuff. That's average. It's not
Right.
It's not stupid.
But like, oh no, I don't know how old that kid
Brutal.
Look,
looks
Kiona's
like.
stressed out right now.
She is stressed. She's super stressed.
Boodle does the math, and then does it again, and then goes, "Oh shit! Did she have an affair? Did she cheat on Greco?" And that's the thought that he has riding off toward
with
the
another
palace.
orc.
Oh god!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh, damn it! On a nat 20, I don't know the ways of the orc.
Meanwhile, Mazra's just like,
Do. That was a pretty
Nope.
good encounter
Nope,
after
that
all.
adds up.
Yeah, all checks out to Mazra.
I was just like, no, that adds up.
Oh, jeez. Man, what an amazing session. Damn,
That
Ghost.
was so
Once
much
again.
fun.
That was a
Knocking
fun
it
one.
out of the park.
I was so glad how that worked out. That was a lot of fun little
You know
use
how
of combat
apprehensive
mechanics,
I was?
grapples, and
Yeah. I'm just so annoyed that
It worked
Foodle
out, though.
kept failing insight rolls and suspected.
Oh,
I was
that
just like, is he
no.
gonna let me like block the thing while I grow to Goliath size? Is he gonna let me like make the move?
so
That was my whole
Mazra,
thought.
on the way, we this is out of character here, but on the way to the palace, you examine the knives. I need to take a moment here and make a handout for you. So let's add a handout to this folder.
Ooh.
And if you'll bear with me, I need to and then this is going to be in Mazra's journal. Be edited by Mazra. We'll call this a metric. Can't do multi-word tags. Okay. And then I'm just going to copy paste what Brucey threw in here. Because
Brucey,
this
you're the
is
fucking best.
another magic item
MVP.
brought
Freaking
to
amazing.
us by that is it pasting like that? Okay, paste as plain text.
Mazra,
Yes,
did you
Brucey.
hear Patrick saying
Mazra
this?
thought they were cursed and wrapped them up because she was like, yeah.
Because of course you did.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Okay, the paste as plain text is not working the way it's supposed to.
Oh,
It's saving with this weird coloration on it. So I'll read it out to you, and I'm going to send this in DMs to the group chat here. But for chat's edification, I will read it out. So this is what Brucey made for us. These are a pair of daggers, a matched pair of daggers called the Songbirds. Two daggers look almost identical, aside from a single gem at the top of the hilt of each. One is blue and one is purple. They're a single muted gray color. The blade is shaped like a spade, the handle is octagonal, and the pommel is shaped like a small hammer. There's a weird character that got copied over. I'm trying to go back to my thread with Brucey here to see the proper. Brucey, where are you? On my DMs? There you are. When attuned, so you need to spend some time attuning to this, and this counts as one of your 3 attuned magic items. When attuned, you learn that the blue gem is named Wren, and the purple gem is named
So 2 + 1 magical daggers. These daggers are magically linked to each other. Each blade always knows the location of the other if they are on the same plane of existence. They're not intelligent weapons, but you can use one. If you ever lose one, you can use the other to track it down. So once per turn, as a bonus action, the wielder can throw Wren or Nightingale up to 20 feet away and instantly teleport to the space.
Oh, you shouldn't have given me this. I'm gonna abuse this so hard.
Now I'm probably going to I think I corresponded with Brucey a little bit. I think I might add a limit to how many times you can use that in like between a long rest. But I'm thinking it's gonna be
you have to. I do.
Shiraz, the last part is if Mazra is in possession of both daggers, she can throw one up to 20 feet away and instantly teleport to the square that she threw it into.
That's really cool.
So it's basically like a little bit of like a 20-foot teleport.
I can see a lot of good uses for that.
Yeah, for real. That's awesome.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Ghost, can you clarify, or maybe Brucey can? So I was thinking, split the daggers up, 1 to 2 different characters. That way we can always know where the other character is. But that's not. You want to keep them together. You throw one, the other one teleports you to the first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn. Well, still, that's
no
freaking
pyramids.
dope.
No pyramids. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get the DOS2 pyramids with it, but yeah.
But the 20-foot
I
thing,
was
is
more
that a
thinking-
thing for when you take them
Yeah.
apart?
Yeah, I think that if someone else was holding it, she would know where it is. But like,
Okay.
Is that true though? Is it only good?
well, it says
20 feet of the other
they're
dagger?
magically linked. Each blade always knows where the location of the other is if they're on the plane of existence. So it's only the teleport is the 20 feet. Knowing where they are seems like it's anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as they're on the same plane of existence.
So that's-
Oh man. And like, does that
Okay.
take an action? Or
But
what? 'Cause,
that's
like,
good,
I can
so it's
imagine
like-
A bonus action. A
combat
bonus action.
scenarios. Well, no, the daggers knowing the location. So like, if Foodle had one and Mazra had one, and Kiona made Mazra go invisible, could Foodle? How would in battle would Foodle have a way of knowing where Mazra is because she's got the other dagger?
If you flipped the scenario around, because you need to be attuned to.
Right.
So this
So
is a weapon
Mazra's
that
the
requires
one.
attunement.
And it's Foodle and
So-
Kiona.
Yeah. So if
Sure.
Mazra was attuned to them, and then if it was Mazra gave Foodle one of the daggers, and then Foodle turned invisible, Mazra would, through the knife that she had, be able to sense Foodle. But not the other way around, because Foodle would not be attuned to them.
Right.
Right.
Oh, I can see so many good uses for this.
I know, this sounds
Could-
insanely cool.
Could other people in the party attune to them if they tried?
Only, this one's stretching the rules a little bit. I'm gonna say no, because they're a matched pair, so they count as one magic item,
Right.
almost, even though they're two. And a magic item can only have one attunement at a time.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense.
So
I didn't
two
know that.
people
makes sense.
can't be
That's cool.
attuned to the same magic item at once.
Yeah, because like I was thinking,
Sure,
man,
sure.
these are busted. Like, if we ever need to find anybody, we just hand them a dagger.
give 'em
like,
a
you know what I mean? Like,
You could
Okay.
do
Yeah.
that. You could do
Well,
that. Like you could,
Mazra-
As long as we have Mazra
slip
on
a
the other end.
dagger onto
Foodle
somebody.
can't do
and-
that and
yeah.
know where Mazra is, or
Yeah.
so. Okay,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Mazra would be able to track them. Yeah.
that's cool. This
That's
is
really
fucking
cool.
dope. This is so
That's
freaking
awesome.
cool. What the hell?
Really?
Brucey, you're the coolest.
Amazing.
Right? For real. Brucey, you're the best.
So dope.
Like, I wouldn't have the brain to come up with that.
Right? Like, that's wow. I love it. So cool. That's so dope. Dang.
Yeah, so Brave
Oopsie.
Conscript was just asking about, like, is there such a thing as, like, a throwable two-handed axe?
I believe.
And
Oh,
the
wait,
rules
two-handed.
as written is that if a weapon doesn't have the thrown property, or the throwing property, I forget exactly what it's called, then it counts as an improvised weapon when you throw it, and it only does 1d4 damage. But I don't know if it's an official feat, but there is a feat out there somewhere, whether it's official sanctioned rules or not, that allows you to say, like, you get to keep the full. So a great sword, for instance, is 2d6 damage a swing. I think there's a feat out there where you can throw your great sword and it deals 2d6 damage.
Oh my gosh.
That would be amazing, though.
I think it
Would be like
exists somewhere. I don't know what
it would be like Rucker Hauer in Lady Hawk as Etienne Navarre throwing his sword into the bishop.
That is such a good movie. Like in a
Thank
in
you.
a saturated
I particularly love that movie. So.
in a saturated market of nothing against Lady Hawk, it's not a big budget movie. It's definitely
It's
like
very low
a
budget.
B movie. It's like a
Yes.
B movie, but
It's a B movie with the 80s synthesizer music is what makes that movie, I think.
There's I mentioned this movie to Cauliflumps a few times, but it's like Hawk the Slayer or something like that. and it's just such a bad movie. Like, there's like an elf who talks like a robot. So that's how they do elves in this movie, is he talks like a robot. Like, literally he talks like, and he's supposed to be like super powerful with the bow or whatever. And so he's supposed to be able to, like, shoot really rapidly. So what they do to approximate him shooting really rapidly is they take a shot of him shooting and they just play that shot over and over again. And it's like, but it's not like 3 times. There's like one part where he just like jumps over a log and goes like boom, and he does like 5 times, like right in a row. It's just, oh my goodness. Let me go make myself a coffee while this movie is showing me the same clip of him shooting the bow and arrow 15 times. It's like,
Lady Hawk
it's
is
such a
better than
bad
that,
movie.
y'all. Lady Hawk is good.
There's
Actually.
Riff Tracks shows that one occasionally
Riff
on
Tracks
their
is
Twitch
so
channel.
good.
I need to
That's
check that one out. I
It's
don't think I've seen that
amazing.
one.
It's so bad.
I haven't either. I gotta see it. I love stuff like that.
Me too.
Well, but on that note, I do have to. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule because Ghost, you're going back to school. I'm going back to school.
I'm
like,
going back to school.
Gosh,
Yeah.
gotta wake up early. So
Thank you so
this
much,
is
Brucey,
fun.
by the way.
yes.
Yeah,
You're
Brucey, these
amazing.
magic items, there are a few items outstanding that they've made for us. I need to work these in.
Brucey has been
I'm trying to drip
fantastic.
feed them to you. There's at least 2 more. Brucey, is it 2 more? Am I
There's
right on
at
my
least
count?
one magic item that Brucey is super excited for us to find, apparently, and you know which one that is.
Well, they said earlier that they have like 2 or 3 other items.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
I believe it's 2 more as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
just-
excited.
Guys, I'm so sad I'm not going to be here next week. It makes me so unhappy.
Oh, we'll miss you.
I know we're gonna miss you so much.
Yeah, I'll miss you too. We are working on getting a guest player for the next 2 sessions, but I don't know who that's going to be yet.
I will do my best to
a
kind of
feeler.
lurk in the background. I mean, honestly, next week is pretty much not going to happen. There's going to be a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
this
you're
time
gonna be
next
you're gonna be
week,
too
so-
busy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but the week
it'd
after
be
that,
awesome
I will
if
do
you're.
my best to at least be in the chat
It'd
potentially.
be awesome if you're in chat.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
family first. You're on vacation.
Yeah, don't stress yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just
The secret guest player is Vinyl Stencil.
No, Vinyl, you can't do that without me here. Why would you do that without
Oh
me?
no
here?
no
Looking
no no
forward
no
to
no
it,
no no no
Vinyl.
no no! That's
Never
not
gonna
true. That's
happen.
not
It's
true.
literally
That's
never
not
gonna- it's
true.
just like
I was
freaking out
trying to.
We all know she'll be like level 15, just like busting it up.
I know that Vinyl is not. I know that Vinyl
Whatever,
enjoys
Farad.
watching us play D&D.
I want to be
trying
there
give
though if
Vinyl a hard
Final decides
time.
to be a guest on our stream. Like, I'm just saying, like, I would be really upset if I missed that one.
I think the best that we could probably ever hope for Vinyl's involvement would be like to her voice a one-off like guard or so, you know, like just someone we will literally never see again,
Right.
and she does
Right.
like a line.
That would be amazing.
That's probably the most that we can get.
Like a pre-recorded line or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
The one
It's
thing
just
that
like,
you can play
alt.
in different situations.
Yeah.
Here's what's the
Oh,
what's the
You violated the law.
what's the frickin' like Final Fantasy the one villager just repeats the same line. It's like times are tough. It's like you meet this person at the bar and it's just Vinyl saying times are tough.
Oh my god.
No matter what you say, they just say it
Yeah.
over and over and over again.
Yeah, how's the wife and kids?
Right?
Oh my
Times
god.
are tough.
Yeah, there it is. Oh god.
That was from a webcomic. Yeah, that was from 8-Bit Theater, which was a spoof on Final Fantasy, but it was very much based on Final Fantasy. Flannel. We actually mentioned that Flannelsaurus isn't here to remind Kali about Gnomish coming.
Yes, and Brucey took up the mantle. They reminded me, and we gave full credit to you, Flannel. And I would not have remembered other than them reminding me. So.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So
It
thank
is
you,
amazing.
Flannel. Oh, Flannel. That's awful.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Megan did say it first.
Oh, that's right. Megan said it first, but she didn't do the. Oh, Megan, I'm so Megan carried that torch, but she didn't highlight the message. So of course I bloody
didn't
missed it because
highlight,
I'm
no.
terrible. For frick's sake, I'm so sorry, Megan.
Megan carried that torch, but then Brucey showed up with like 1,000-watt flashlight.
Right? Here's your bat signal, flumps!
Yeah. There's like Foodle's face in the sky, and oh no, Megan.
Man, Flannel, I'm so sorry that happened during
that sucks,
your
yo.
stream. I know you're poking the mons or whatever you said. It's like you
Well, and
played Pokemon.
apparently it didn't
Which
even
sounds-
work,
which
right?
actually sounds
you had
really
to play
dirty.
some other game. I think that's what Flannel had said. Like they were gonna play.
Shine the silhouette of Megan for flumps. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go. That's great.
I used the bat signal
Oh.
to shine a silhouette of Megan for Kali.
Flannel, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Oh, and it's such a
we've
shame
all-
because
we've all
storms like
had-
that can be so cool, but if you lose power,
Right.
it's just. Ugh.
Yeah, that
Gross.
sucks.
We've all had bad streams.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that the Vermintide stream I did where my game kept on crashing and just like wrecking the map, like wrecking the, like we would be like, I can see the end portal, and then game crashed,
And then it's over. Oh no!
and then eventually I just ended my stream because I was like, I can't finish a map, like
Yeah.
please you guys play without me.
It's so random too. Like I
Yeah,
will
it
get a
was so
crash for
bad.
months, and then someday it just crashes 5 times. I'm like, why?
Right, Flannel,
Except
that's
for
what you gotta
that
do.
time, I've never had a crash in Vermintide.
Right?
So
yeah.
weird.
Ugh.
Yeah, and man. Well, and where Flannel lives is like a funnel for. I know
Mm.
where Flannel lives is like a funnel for thunderstorms.
Mhm.
Right.
Get some wicked storms in that area.
Well, Flannel, seriously, it means a lot to us that you popped by, and we're glad that you're okay.
Oh, I'm with you, Flannel. My friend. I hope you have a good week, though.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah,
helping
Flannel,
in here.
that stinks, but everybody will be here.
when you get back. You'll come back.
We're not going
and
anywhere.
You'll be ready to stream again, and all your viewers will come back.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Great community here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, except for Ghost, but
You know, I mean,
He's okay.
we can't all be that fantastic.
God, I really need a better
I mean,
character, don't I?
I mean, a super early supporter of Flanosaurus, but whatever.
Whatever. Flannel loves us. Flannel knows. We're just honest.
Good. All right, I love you all.
All right. So
Like
Flutter,
a-
it's a good thing after that comment that you have 2 weeks off, because you have 2 weeks to think of your
Listen,
replacement
I'm not going to
character
be here for
Fiona.
2 weeks either.
Yeah,
Flannel. That's fine. It's good. You and I are going on vacation together, really.
Mm.
Oh
All right,
gosh,
friends.
guys.
Well, we're gonna bid you adieu here.
I'll come to the cottage with you. The cottage sounds great to me. I love cottages.
That's how you can tell a Southern Ontarian from a Northern Ontarian. Southern Ontarians
Oh?
go to the cottage, Northern Ontarians go to camp. We don't call it a cottage, we call it a camp.
I've got
So-
the
so
best
funny.
box of wine right here. Thank you.
Oh, your best box of wine. There's some legit box wines nowadays, aren't there?
There are
Mm.
really, actually.
Used to be. I'll bring the Laird and Sprite. Oh my god. She'll punch
Good
you in
night,
the
Brucey.
face.
oh, good night, Brucey. You're the best.
Good night, Brucey.
Seriously.
Thank you so
Good night,
much.
Brucey. Thank you, everybody. We got some positivity for the night, I'm sure. I just haven't looked it up
Mhm.
yet.
Okay. You guys
Oh,
are so
here it
cool.
is. Here it is. Flannel, this is for you. If Plan A doesn't work, the alphabet has 25 more letters.
There you go.
Stay positive, stay cool. It'll be okay.
We'll see you at the cottage then.
We'll see you at the cottage. All right, everybody. Take care. We love you.
Love you
We
guys.
believe in you. We will see you next Tuesday. Bye.
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 Beachin, oh my god. Oh my goodness, Beachin. Okay.